Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Temptations of Ait'seh. I am your host, the Uncommon Guru, your Uncommon DM. We are missing one of our players this evening. They've had some internet troubles that's prevented them from joining us. So Verdrick will be back next week, hopefully. Just needs to get it all cleared up. But in the meantime, we do have everyone else. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Madrino will also be with us. Zadim will be on as soon as he gets back to his computer. He is just grabbing a few things. Went a little longer than he expected, but he will be joining us today.
Tell me if you hear me blowing bubbles. I'm sorry, I got gum.
Okay.
Okay. I was listening to hear if you're actually blowing a bubble. I'm like, okay, can I hear
No,
you
no, no,
blowing
no, no.
bubbles?
I wasn't gonna do it. I was just saying, like, let me know if you hear a pop, because that's me.
Oh, okay. Just as long as it's just the gum, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I'm like, oh no, so here, I'm like, that could be gum, or maybe I'm just
I'm here
hallucinating
to
it.
chew ass and eat gum or
Chew
kick
ass
gum.
and gum.
And no
And I'm
ass
all
has
ass.
been, and no ass has been presented to me. So in the meantime, we're going to actually jump straight into the game and ignore that that was ever said. Ignore that. Ignore that.
On that note, to the game.
Ignore everything.
Ignore everything but what is about to come. So, last we left off, the party had been making their way up into the land of Halo, the country above where they originally had left off of Cormundum, and seeking out more about rumors regarding a woman who had gone into a city and had begun appointing people to positions of power without any known authority. While going through, they had stopped in at a place known as Craven Hollow, an underground, buried, ancient dwarven city that had a fierce Jaren that had been governing ghouls and zombies. After meeting with the lovely bard, Demea, who was in a little canary cage, and then having the short but powerful Verdrick run in and help them against a banshee, they managed to slay this fierce Jaren, a dwarven lord Windjaw. After getting themselves out and getting themselves into, I believe it was Green Meadows. Let me make sure that was the name of the city here real quick. Yes, Green Meadows. They have been getting a few supplies. Speaking with a nice little owner who was made. Day was made when he got a lot of candy that was sold to the lovely Mr. Mayor. And
Man, the fucking candy boy.
she's enjoying it while Zadim is munching and crunching on the candy canes in the background as they're currently getting everything set up. They currently split the party for just a little bit. If you want, we can expedite that, or if you want to actually speak to the tavern owner, which would you prefer?
Just give me a general idea of what the place looks like, if you can.
Okay. The place is neat. There's definitely a orderly touch to it, and you can kind of get the sense of why, because the person running the place, not necessarily like a fidgety person, but they kind of look a little bedraggled, like their one collar is sticking up in one place, the other one's down. Which clearly they're leaving up, because every time they like move to fiddle with it, they just kind of quickly like pull their hand down, just like. And it's probably because of the fact that over in a corner, there's an older lady. She seems very nice, got little spectacles on her face, like as she's very slowly knitting. But it's that slow pace where like you know that behind her closed eyes, she's glaring at the man who's trying not to put the tab of his collar down, probably out of just like, I'm gonna have one thing out of order here and you can't stop me.
You said the little lady is knitting, right?
She is knitting.
Valid.
Immediately put down cash for a room and walk to the old lady.
Okay. For the room, I believe this is for this place, it's a comfortable inn, so it should only be like 3 silver. But I will double check so that you can mark that down, because I want to make sure that you have enough money to do what you need to do.
So that's
Except
12
when you
silver.
don't.
Wait, what?
Yep, that's why I'm double checking. Oh, it's 8 silver for a day in an inn per person.
It's 16. Okay.
Yeah, so 16 for 2 of you, 24, 32 for all four of you. Five of you, including Ebrin, is 40 silver, so 4 gold.
Fuck me. Okay.
I know, lots of math. Don't worry, I'm doing the math for you.
No, I only have 4 gold, but fuck it.
Okay, so you put
Well,
down.
and I got shit to sell.
Yep, you got shit to sell. Which again, as I mentioned before, this place is not a big city. There is a city that is up to the north, following up by the Colossi path. That is
know.
probably better for selling stuff, but.
I
You walk
know.
up to her and she pauses in her knitting and just kind of like sets her needles down very gently.
Oh no, don't stop on account of me.
I would, but at the same time, I'd prefer to speak to someone without having any distractions, dearie.
I just wanted to know what you were making.
I am making, and she pulls it up, and it's this little sweater. It looks like it's actually mostly done.
Oh, it's so cute.
Thank you very much. It's got very interesting little patterns of blues on black, very light blues into a black sweater. Um, which, when you look at it from the way she's holding it up, like it's made of like a wool texture, so it's probably going to be a heavier, warm type of clothing. The way that the little blues are woven into it, kind of gives the impression of little stars against a night sky.
Oh,
Oh.
it's Emmy's aesthetic has been hit.
Sadly, she's not here.
If I may ask, who are you making it for?
Oh, I'm making it for my grandson. He's been working out in the fields quite some time. She's like, you see her head slowly turn to look at the man behind the bar, slowly look back. My son has been doing quite good work with the inn in the meantime. Slowly looks at him, slowly looks back. But then again, my daughter has been doing far better at making sure that the hands of everyone are accompanied with productive things. Slowly looks at him, squints, slowly looks back and has a cheerful grin on her face.
Is there any chance I can insight to figure out what the hell she's talking about? It's
Go ahead.
specifically.
Go ahead.
Nope.
She seems to have a vendetta against him. You swear. Maybe no, she doesn't want him dead. That's definitely something you don't get the vibes of. She's just disappointed. But for what you don't know.
You seem really upset with this guy.
Oh yes, well that's because he's not my son. He's my son-in-law.
Oh no.
My daughter thought it was quite fun to run off with the stable hand. And while he has made himself quite the, emotions, I am quite proud of his establishment. He has done quite well for himself, but he can never seem to keep it in order without someone at his back. Still wishing to goof off and go running around as though he is going to one day join the armies. Peh. As though
So
it's
he's
a
a-
woman's job to run the inn. That's his
So
job.
he's a fighter.
Apparently, but he has his head's too far into the sky, and if he wished to bring it back down with the rest of us, he would realize that we are in need of no wars, we are in need of no trouble.
Maybe
Such
he
things
just
are
needs a
beneath
good ass
us.
whooping.
Believe me, I've tried.
Here, maybe one knock in the head will help. Navarre's gonna stand up and just like hit the counter with her quarterstaff. Hey,
He looks
You.
down at it. He's unfazed. Sup?
come on.
Sup? You're going to try and fight him?
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Okay. He kind of glances and like she's like, "Don't get blood on the carpets." There's no carpet.
Yes, ma'am.
The man slowly kind of reaches back and into a back room area, and you see her squint at him as he pulls out essentially his own quarterstaff. It's a broom.
Oh, this poor man. Watch him be like a level 10 and I'm about to get my ass kicked.
All right, so he walks outside with you, kind of just he's holding it with the brooms, like the actual broom side down, as though it were an actual broom. He's just like, "All right, so you want to?"
Sparring. So, why does your mother-in-law suspect you want to join the army of all things?
Oh, because I used to talk about it growing up, but I have a child now. I know how to take care of myself. You see him move his hand down. He takes the broom, like the bushel part of it, turns his hand and kind of gives it a little chuck off to the side, and now it's just a quarterstaff.
Oh,
As he
interesting.
snaps it under his arm. Shall we begin?
Yep, we'll see how well this goes.
Roll
I'm about to
initiative.
take some massive damage.
Roll initiative. Just click roll initiative. No,
6.
he beat you out on that. 15
Naturally.
on the die. All right, so he steps up and he's going to take a swing at you. Let's see, that's plus his strength. 13.
Missed.
And second attack. 22.
That hits indefinitely. He's got 2. Wait, hold up.
Yep.
Again, I have bitten off more than I can chew.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
He got maximum hit of just. And it is your turn.
Well, clearly now I need to two-hand this, because fuck this! Actually, I'll just use the spear. What the fuck not?
That'll hit. Good damage. Stabbed him in the chest. He's like, "Arf!" And you basically, you're like, yeah, I'm guessing you're using like the back end of it rather than the spare point.
Yeah, no, she's not actually, like, cutting him. She's just essentially using the, no pointy end.
No pointing in. I figured you were not trying to, kill him.
Please no.
That's a natural 1, so he misses. That's a 3, so he also misses. He was caught off guard by you jamming it into his gut, and he's your turn. That will miss. That is a 21 to hit.
Ow.
For another 9 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
And that is a 14 to hit.
That will hit exactly.
Oh, son of a bitch. Where's my box?
Off the table.
Where's my box? Hold on. I had a thing specifically for this. I literally am using a Krispy Kreme box.
A Krispy Kreme.
That guy again at Krispy Kreme.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I'm using another dice. This one's loaded. There we go. 6 points
This
of damage.
one's loaded.
Yeah, I rolled to see the damage just to see if it was actually rolling something different. It rolled 6 twice more. So I'm like, no, that doesn't seem right. It wasn't actually rolling properly. So 6 points of damage on the second attack. So 15 total.
Ow.
Your turn. Unless you want to give. Okay, roll damage.
Yeah, fuck it.
14 currently. Up. 18 on the die. So
That'll hit.
You got lucky. 8 points of damage. His second swing.
Dude, I'm already out.
So yeah, He swings again as you're falling down, and Verdrick just kind of grabs you, pushes you back up with 1 HP from lay on hands, just quickly, and you're like, oh. He kind of like, as he's like stopping his swing, just like, Hup!
Damn, you're better than I expected.
Kind of shrugs, grabs the head, just puts it on his shoulder.
I'm aware he's a married man, but what does this guy look like?
I wouldn't say he's lanky. There's definitely a stronger build to him. It doesn't look like he's paying too much attention. Not very not the best looking, but he's got one of those like roguish grins to his face where he clearly knows what he did, and he is completely okay with that.
Out of character, what level did I just fight?
He was actually only level 5.
Why the fuck does he have 2 attacks? Now I'm suspicious.
That's what a level 5 person gets. A level 5 fighter gets 2 attacks.
He's a fighter. That explains a lot.
Yeah, you're lucky that he didn't get a 19 on the die. He'd have crit you.
Fucking fighters.
Yep. People sleep on him, and apparently so did the granny, because she's kind of watching over in the corner, just squinting at him. Still doesn't trust it, but she kind of just nods slowly, just like, dearie.
Yeah.
She motions you over.
She's gonna walk over after shaking his hand.
She holds out a hand to you, kind of like kind of her hands kind of down for you to actually have to reach out, like with your palm facing up to shake her hand.
Wait, he shakes her hand.
As you do, you feel something in your hand, and when you pull back, you see she is giving you back 2 gold.
Oh,
And she kind of grips your shoulder just kind of gently. He perhaps needed that. And when you kind of glance back at him, you see that his collar, which was popped up, he has popped it back down. He looks relaxed. His top buttons he unbuttoned before the fight. He has buttoned only the one that's not the top button. He'll give himself some breathing room, but he looks a lot more relaxed. And she's like, for letting him vent a little.
well, we all need to beat the hell out of something every once and again.
True, but when you have customers, sometimes you forget, and when most of the people of this town are not the rowdy sort, you don't get a chance to show it very often.
Sure. Do you have a training dummy for him, perhaps?
Oh no, I threw that out a while ago. A mistake, clearly. He has some manner of skill. Some.
She's gonna tap the side of the doorway to get his attention. Hey,
Hmm?
later
Yes.
tonight, once all my party's here, I'll help you set up something so you can let out some steam, alright?
If you insist. He looks calmer, much happier, kind of like he had a tight face before. A lot more relaxed. He walks inside.
And I'm gonna take a seat.
Yep.
Because holy shit, that hurt.
He lays you out a plate of food, no charge. Just lays it out for you. His way of saying thank you.
Free food! Yes!
Yep. And so you now have rooms for everyone. You got food. This is a great day for you. With Zadim and Demea, you walk into a leatherworker's shop. And as soon as you do,
Right.
Demea, it is a strong smell. Tanning hides is... I've never actually been able to smell the full scent of it myself, but this is like old-time tanning hides where like the smell is just really pungent. Kind of gets like up in your nose. It's like, yeah, you
Sounds
don't.
terrible.
Yeah, it's like if you feel like if you stay in here too long, it'll seep into your clothes and just smell like that for a long time. It's one of those kind of places. And you see this portly man with thick leather straps on his shoulders, kind of looking up at you guys. Can I help you?
She's going to plug her nose and be like, it kind of stinks in here.
That's because you entered the tannery. That's what people are meant to expect when they're told to watch out for this side of town. Now, can I help you? Zadim. I know Zadim's currently not able to vocalize, but Zadim did let me know. He steps up and he motions to Bright Eyes. So Bright Eyes is like going like eyes in two different directions from the scent.
Big ass mood.
Just as like, please no, I'm too smart for this. Even I'm aware that you should not be doing this. Why are you here?
Backing out of the fucking place, like, no.
She's kind of like clawing at the ground very gently because she knows that she's not supposed to claw at the ground when they're not outside. If it's dirt, it'll mark the wood, stuff like that. Zadim is typing.
Suspense. Zadim got on his phone and started typing. I just realized the music on this fucking... It's
Yep.
great.
It's got just kind of a westerny kind of city vibe. Hello, sir. I'm looking to acquire a training saddle for my griffin. Okay. The guy kind of looks over slowly towards the griffin, who is like kind of like shuffles her feathers, kind of arching down, and he's kind of like some nods very slowly. Then just you hear him just kind of exhale, just. That's not something I'm usually used to making. If you want, I can have something quickly custom set together, but most likely you're looking for something a little more exotic than what I'm usually making. My usual fare for such things generally around, I'd say, 70 gold.
Okay, I came back to 70 gold and my ass just clenched.
I was about to say, I like my shoulders just like hinged up like, oh no, that's a lot.
Yeah. And he kind of
You
like,
better be
I can
rich.
lower it down to 65 because of the fact that you brought in an uncommon sight, and I'm feeling generous.
He doesn't even have 60 gold?
Good question. Zadim mistyping.
Oh, suspense.
What if I pay with this? Pulling out the bar of silver, right? Also, point of order. Who took Ebron?
Oh, I just had. Everyone went to
Everyone
man.
went with the.
Ebron went with Demea.
I thought.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
Everyone
Did he
went
go-
with the inn.
Did he go with? Okay, yeah, he
He
probably
went with
did.
the inn.
Okay. Just double checking. So you wanted to pay with the bar of silver. He motions for you to hand it over, and when you do so, he looks it over very slowly. Slowly sits it back down, kind of slides it back over the table at you. Now, why do I have any inclination for taking a bar of silver with a stamp I don't recognize? This is the sort of thing some fool would say yes to accepting, and I ain't no fool. I'll have you know I'm pretty damn smart, smell notwithstanding.
Smell notwithstanding. I'm stinky, but I ain't stupid.
I smell like my tannery, but you can bet your hide that I'm as hard as the hide armor I make. I can tell you where it came from if you wish. Tell me where it came from won't tell me its value. And even if you did just state a value for it, I wouldn't be able to resell that for the same value now, would I? I mean, I sell hides. I don't sell bars of silver. He kind of turns to the side, and you see he has chewing tobacco in his mouth. He spits over into a spit.
Ew.
Surprisingly, still very clean floors. He doesn't miss very often. Either that or he's really good at cleaning.
Please God be the first option.
Either or.
Preferably the first, but you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Zadim is typing.
Oh, suspense.
What would convince you to take this bar? Because it's just a bar of silver? You can't really convince me very much now, can you? It's a bar of silver. That ain't gold pieces that I can use to actually buy things that I need to facilitate the growth of my business. If you got gold pieces you can spend on it, I can take care of that. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sell you a saddle that'll fit your their pet. Partner. Bird. I don't know why you have a griffin with you, but I'm just going to assume that you're doing this out of the best intentions. Kind of looks slowly towards Demea. Looks back at him. Mostly because you got her with you.
What is that supposed to mean? What?
That you look small and innocent.
Oh.
It's like, he's a vagabond with a... Oh no, he's got a... Look at this small, helpless child. He can't be a vagabond.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes vagabonds kidnap people.
I know. But she doesn't look distressed.
Uh.
Either that or, they bribed her with lots of candy.
The fucking irony being she
Yeah, that's
doesn't
right. I still have like a big fucking bag of candy in one hand. My
I'm
my
just,
fingers
like-
touching the nose with the other.
I'm just laughing because like she doesn't look distressed. She didn't look distressed in a cage either.
No, she didn't. Nope. A money changer. There's a city up to the north, but if you're going up that far, you might as well ask some of the people there. They might actually have things specifically made for griffins, seeing as how that's one of the port cities for the Colossi path. It's where people who are like hippogriff riders have specific saddles made for them. As much as I hate to turn away business, I have to admit when I'm beat in terms of saddle making skills. I'll saddle you up a horse, I'll saddle you up a donkey, hell, I'll saddle you up a cow if I so feel inclined, but Griffin, that's new.
Oh, we have a horse.
You got a horse too?
Yeah.
I'm guessing Spartacus was taken with you then?
Yeah.
She's just gonna reach
I just
out
let
for
her take the horse.
Spartacus to stick his head in.
Just this horse just suddenly sticks his head in. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, I'm sorry. Hey there guys, how you doing? This old place right here looking real good. Smells like that shit though. Man, I smell some funny ass shit, but this kind of shit sounds so rad.
This is Spartacus.
He like
He's my
glances
friend.
over. He's just like he slowly points a finger, just kind of points out, and the horse just clip, 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 backs out.
I want to know how he fit.
He just stuck his head in.
Oh, okay.
And he already has a saddle on him, which is how he's able to, have stuff put into his bags, as I said before.
Alright.
Ixius was a smart man. He got a
No,
saddle.
no, no,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not why I'm laughing. I'll send it to you.
Oh no.
I'll just send it to Zero. It's nothing bad.
Oh no. But yes,
There you go.
he says, "Have a nice day."
Wait, before we leave, can Demea walk up and hug this man and also like put like a one gold piece in his hand and be like,
Thank you, even if you were able to do much for us.
Appreciate that. He kind of gives her a very gentle pat on her shoulder, kind of glances at Zadim, just like, I don't know what you're getting at, but okay. And then he kind of gives a very gentle little push to Demea. He's just like, go ahead and head on out, and don't let the fucking bulls try and push you around out there. They act mean, but they got a soft spot for people who actually treat them nice. He holds up the gold and just like, kind of like I'll remember this, as he puts it into his pocket.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
and she's gonna skip on out.
This girl is way more agile than she lets on, considering she's in a giant ass dress and she does
Right,
this.
fucking skip
Yes.
it like it's no tomorrow.
Yes. But yep, so Zadim and Demea head on back around to where the inn was mentioned before. Ebrin is sitting at the table next to Nivara, just kind of like, like as you walk in, like he's like sitting there, and he's just kind of like has like this realization of just like, did if you needed, I could have paid for the rooms. I mean, you paid for me. I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry.
I just imagine he's just sitting there with like a pair of tweezers and like a fucking cotton swab and peroxide just dabbing at her face like, damn.
I mean, we can say that, sure. Are you sure you want the man who is not proficient in medicine doing that? It's like, don't worry.
I mean, she's not going to say no to attempted help. Doesn't mean that she's not thinking this is probably going to be detrimental.
Wait, hold on. Is he facing away from the door? Can I try to surprise hug him?
Roll stealth.
Alright.
Navarre seeing her coming and stealth, just staring at her like, no, please do not make him twitch.
Just him very gently, just like it's not even actually touching you, just very gently.
Why'd you roll with disadvantage?
I didn't mean to.
It's an 18. Let me roll his perception check real quick. What are you talking about? You don't see her. Ebrin barely doesn't see her. Like he like lifts his head up for a second, just like no, I'm fine. And then all of a sudden, you're right up behind him. You're ready.
Yes, I'm going
Okay,
to
there's no physical way I cannot
wrap
see her.
You see
my
her now.
arms around him and go, "Hi, Ebrin."
He like freezes up, and he's like, oh, like kind of looks down at the arms. I know these arms. Pats them gently. Hello.
I'm so tempted to ask you to roll something. but I kind of don't want to
Nani?
because I'm scared of the result.
Nani?
Roll Dex for Everin for me.
Dexterity.
Save. Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, see him roll if he jabbed me in the eye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No worries. Yeah. He is like you see him like about to twitch, and you just see all the muscles like from his neck down just suddenly pulse and tense as he just locks his body in place, unmoving. He's got complete and perfect control of these muscles at this moment as he slowly sets it down before patting Demea's arms, just like, there we go. Whew,
I have a single HP, and I realized that if that counted as damage, that would technically knock me out.
Pokes you in the eye, knocks you on your ass. You bang your head against the table and knock yourself out.
Does Navarre look hurt?
Yes.
Painfully, I have
Okay.
bruises.
She looks like she
hold on.
was
Do I have any-
smacked over the head with a stick.
Did we took a
Yes, you
long
did.
rest? That means I must have had spells, right?
Yep, you got all your spell slots
yeah.
back.
All right, I'm gonna look at her and go, what happened? And I'm gonna hug her and cast Cure Wound.
Okie doke.
Amar just looks very confused at the sudden.
You get a sudden hug and you get a feeling of warmth fill you as you're healed for an amount
Hold
of
on.
health that
Hold
Demaya
on.
is going
Hold
to
on.
lose. No worries. I'm not rushing you. I'm just I'm rolling with the flow. There we go. First level cure wounds, 6 HP back. You're looking better. Some of the
Yay.
bruises are healing up.
I just decided to spar with someone, and I got my butt beat.
She was a good.
dangerous. You could have gotten really hurt.
Yeah, she was a good spar. You hear from them behind the places. You see the bartender. He's actually like moving around. He's been a lot more energized since he sparred with you. He's got a bit of kind of a grin on his face, a sheepish one, because he's like, yeah, I kicked her ass, but it's not what I was exactly expecting. He kind of shrugs after a moment. Just she was a lot better than some of the folk I've come up against. Say that much. Keeps clean
Well,
the place.
As long as you're not too hurt, both of you.
And she looks back.
I don't think I did much to him.
He like rubs his ribs. She cracked me a few times across the side, but yeah, I'll live.
Do you need healing?
She's gonna run up to him.
No.
I need healing.
Settle down, little miss. Settle down. Here, have a seat. And he motions to the chair in front of the bar.
He's
Sit.
fine. He's fine.
Sit.
Trust me.
Okay, and she's gonna sit down with
He-
a small frown.
He puts a mug in front of you and pours some kind of tannish looking drink in front of you. Here, have a sip.
What is that?
Oh, thank you. And she's going to put out a gold piece.
All right. He takes it and then he pulls out 9 silver and puts it on the table.
Oh,
For
you don't.
change. For change.
You don't have to.
Eh,
No,
This
you
was
can keep
supposed
the
to be
change.
free. This was supposed to be free. Just take the 9 silver. Trust me. I needed some extra gold. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
And she's gonna take that silver and take a sip of whatever the fuck this is.
Yep. 9 silver. You got 9 silver back.
Yep.
This is apple juice.
Oh my god!
Actually no. It's an apple cider. My apologies. Apple juice was the other thing. He gave you an apple cider. Not alcoholic, nothing like that. But it's a very sweet and it's very delicious.
That's beautiful.
And she's gonna fucking down it.
Chug, 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 chug. Yes.
And like 5 seconds later, she puts the mug down. It's empty. She's gonna lick her lips and go,
That was really good. Thank you.
No problem.
What time is it?
It's almost sundown. You guys will be able to go to sleep and then head up north.
She's
and
gonna
we'll
head. Navarre's gonna head to the bar.
Okay.
Ale, please.
3 silver. Kind of
Thank
taps the
you.
size as he gets one up. While this is going on, Ebron kind of turns to see him and is just like, "You get everything you need? We head north, or are we looking for stuff? I'm gonna be heading out eventually because we're starting to get to the edge of where I'm supposed to actually be going because we're not going to any of the caves anymore. We're not finding any gems and such, and I don't know if you need my expertise anymore.
I mean, to be fair, we could always
I'll
use you,
miss
but
you.
I know, but I gotta get back to the hunter's nest. Just,
We're losing 2 friends now.
2 friends. Oh wait, where's Ixius? He suddenly looking around in a panic. Oh man, I didn't even realize he left. What did he? Oh my. Oh.
we can't have Everett as a sidekick.
He's a barbarian, so technically no, but he's a classed character, which you could, but right now he's considering going back home. That's what he's saying.
Ah.
I mean, that's okay. It's your decision. I don't want to interfere with that.
And she's gonna give him another good hug.
He gives you a very very gentle hug back, and he's just like, I mean, I'm not gonna be gone too far. I'm just gonna be back in Cremundum, and if you need any advice on gems and such like that, I can help you out.
Oh, do you have like a whole collection of them?
I have a lot of gems. And, like I didn't bring any with me because the gems that I have currently they're just there's just a few of them. I just he stares for a moment, then he slowly looks down as he pulls out the axe head. He's like, I need to go back and I need to get this fixed.
I mean, we could get it fixed at the city up ahead.
I mean, if we can, maybe.
We need to go there to get the saddle for our friend here.
And she's gonna walk over to Bright Eyes and give her a good pat.
Saddle? How much did you need?
I remember the guy said like 70 gold, which I don't have. I spent it all on candy.
That'll do it. Huh. He kind of slowly looks over at Bright Eyes. Bright Eyes kind of fluffs up her feathers, like squinting, looking around, taking in everything with her 19 intelligence. Suddenly things are making so much more sense. But at the same time,
it's like that cat meme with all the galaxy going
Yes.
going all over the place. It's just the prophecy.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Can Bright Eyes eat candy?
You have to ask Zadim. Also, as you're turning to Zadim about that, Ebrin kind of stares for a moment, eyes widen slightly. He's like, "I'll be right back," and he starts to head out.
Where the hell?
Well, where you go?
I have a plan.
Oh, okay. Whoa,
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Can Brian see candy?
My animal senses are gonna say no, but let's see how this goes.
I want to feed her a candy cane. Maybe she'll like it.
I actually gave my dog a small lick of a candy cane, and that was quite frankly no.
Did she lick it? Go.
she licked her face and then backed up oh dear.
If it's about the saddle, I'm gonna look elsewhere. Ebrin kind of stumbles. He's like, "But I had an idea."
What's the idea?
He's gonna wait for Zadim to answer. He's looking at Zadim about this.
Since I didn't get an answer from Zadim, Demaya's just gonna kneel down and take out a candy cane and hold it in her bright eyes.
Okay. Bright Eyes just kind of stares at it as she's about to open her mouth. Just
No
something
candy.
no candy.
Oh, she can't eat candy?
As you're looking away, you see her just mouth opening slowly as she's leaning forward, tongue just and then,
Like a small.
it's like a dog who's getting ready to lick something that they shouldn't.
I mean, it can't hurt too much.
I was about to say, will it hurt her? I don't want to hurt her, but I want her to enjoy some sweets.
She's paused between licking it and looking at Zadim, just I want it.
Father, please.
I'm gonna munch. I'm gonna cry.
Baba, please. OOC, you had to spend a lot of time with griffins to actually be able to be allowed this privilege. It doesn't hurt them, but it can make them sick. So it's like it doesn't hurt them if you have candy, it's not gonna kill them.
So it's not
outright.
deadly, but it's
it'll give them
it's
a
it
tummy
would
ache.
make them
Their
sick.
their digestive system is not made for candy. It is made for meat.
Aw.
It is made for the nommies, not for the yummies.
Oh, she would vomit? Oh, no, that's not good. I can't let you have this candy.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna leave her and kiss Bright Eyes on her forehead before getting up and walking to the barkeep and be like,
Do you have any meat for our little friend here?
and she points to the griffin.
For 3 silver, yes. He pulls out a chunk of meat.
Okay.
And she'll put 3 silver down and walk back to Bright Eyes and put it in front of her
Enjoy! If it's really good.
Opens up her mouth, just leaning back to the side, just throw it, ah.
throw it.
Yeah. She makes a motion she's expecting you to throw it for her to catch.
Tamaya still has the plate of me
Wait, what is she doing?
I think she wants you to toss it, sweetie.
What if that makes a mess?
She, as you ask that, she kind of leans forward, and just goes towards the plate, just and pulls it off the plate.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I don't have to throw it anymore.
Oh.
That was fast. Hey, here you go.
And she's gonna walk over to the barkeep and hand back the plate and be like,
Do you need help with cleaning or something?
Nope. That was something I wasn't expecting to see today.
Barkeep's just like, what the fuck?
Isn't she cute?
Let's go with that. Gives a little, very slow nod of just, I've seen some shit today.
She may not be my pet, but I love her so much. She's cute.
and she's gonna walk over and pet her again. Like, lots of pets, so much pets, spoiling her.
Not a problem at all.
Oh my god.
Ebron finally just comes back in, just like makes a little huff, just like, okay. Leans his head on the table. I thought I was going to be smart. I thought I had an idea, but it turns out I didn't.
You're smart. You're smart.
And Demea is amused.
Of course.
No.
Like, you're really smart. You're trying to be nice, and that's something that's really smart.
I'm trying.
You're doing great.
He like kind of waves it off. Just like, I know a few things about stuff. I could have talked to him, and I thought it was a good idea,
Nope.
but it wasn't.
Be right back.
And no, I'm okay. All right.
You're doing good.
Yeah. He kind of shrugs. Yeah. Shrugs again.
I want to give all the affection I can. Please.
Of course.
Is-
Of course.
Is there anything you want? Would you like candy?
And she takes a little piece of, like, a candy cane out of her bag.
He shrugs like, sure. Takes a piece and he just kind of starts sucking on it.
This candy canes are good. I really like them.
She takes one out and starts sucking on it.
Yep, he just kind of sucks on it. He's just like, I'm kind
Minty.
of tired now.
Tired?
Yeah.
Hey, you should sleep.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why I said that we need to speak with the people up north. They might have historians and such who will actually know what half this stuff is, you know? Be able to actually, be like, yeah, we know what this is, and oh yeah, we can pay money for that. People, I mean, common folk
Oh.
don't really know that.
By the way, Don, we never ended up splitting that gold and silver that we got. And the gems. We got like 12.
Yep, you guys haven't.
But, well, we should.
You should, yes.
I'm a broke ass bitch now.
I mean, I've been keeping track of the stuff that I've been getting. That I know.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey.
Yep.
I almost said hi as like Demea, and I'm like, no, out of character. She's consuming me.
Oh, welcome back.
Consumed.
She's consuming me.
All right, so you guys can wind down for the evening.
Do I have my own room, or
No,
do I share a
your own
room
room.
with someone? Okay.
Unless,
Tavares moved up behind Ebron.
What'd you say?
Me or him?
Don.
No, yep. I was saying that you can have your own room unless Paris had stated that you didn't. Yep. Ebron's just like sucking on his candy cane.
What are you trying to steal from him?
I'm not stealing anything.
She's just being stealthy like
Oh.
you were.
Oh, okay.
She puts her hand on top of his head.
Oh.
Meet me
Looks
in my
up
room
slowly.
later, short stack. And she's gonna walk off.
Like you watches her walk off. Kind of glances at Zadim. Glances back at her.
Huh?
She was smirking the entire time she said that, so I'm pretty sure Zadim can glean what the hell she was saying.
I don't understand what she's saying.
I don't understand either. But I mean, it
guess
must be
hold
something
on.
important.
I mean, it's got to be something important. Zadim, I'm sorry. I'll be back later. Maybe. I don't know if she's gonna be one of those people who's gonna have a long talk with me, or if maybe it's just gonna be a short little, just like, hey, you've been great. Here's a gem, sort of thing. I don't know. I mean, I'll figure it out. I'll go talk to her. You guys be like points to Demea with like a playful like be good.
Did he catch that she said later?
No.
Oh.
Meet me in my room later. Him. Oh, she must want to talk to me now. And he does go upstairs to talk to you.
Can I talk with the barkeep while that's happening?
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Now I asked, and now I'm like, I didn't think this far.
I didn't think I'd get this
Oh
far.
wait, I must see the granny knitting the sweater, right?
Yes, you see her.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to her and
Be like, are you knitting a sweater? It looks so good.
Oh, I thank you, dear. You're all so kind.
Is it for anyone specific?
and she's gonna sit down in front of her.
It's for my grandson. He should actually be coming in in a few hours. I mean, the sun's just gone down. He still has a few hours to make sure that the horses are in their stables and out from pasture. But he'll swing by.
Does he like work at a farm?
Yes, he works on. He works on the fields, dear. There are many fields around here with wide open plains where they can either work places like the farms, or they can work with the horses and all of the sheep, and we also have a bunch of asses, but that's beside the point.
So many animals. I wish I could go see them, but I think it's too late.
That's far too late. They're all going to be going to sleep. They need just as much rest as people do.
You're right. They need their good naps.
And she's
Yes.
gonna mimic the action of going to sleep.
She has this kind of this wheezy. Oh, don't worry, dear. They're just tired like anyone else. Why, it reminds me of that time when, what was his name? It was so long ago. What was it? May have just been a few years ago. When did Vimus come through? Are you talking about that guy again? Yes, he helped fix my back. No, he didn't. That was the clerics. Well, he did something to help us out. I don't remember what it was. Oh my gosh. He kind of just rubs his eyes slowly. Vimus was a wizard. Came through here 5-10 years back. He set up a ring around the city. There were some raiders who were giving us some issue. They figured out pretty quick to turn away and flee.
No one was hurt, right?
From the sounds of the screaming, I'm going to say no.
Oh, that's so good.
And she's gonna start tearing up.
I said no one was hurt. Just loud noises and bangs.
No one was hurt. Okay.
I don't know. He looks to the old lady, and the old lady just kind of shrugs. Just like, I didn't go out and I didn't see anybody.
I hope everyone was safe. I don't like fights.
To be fair, they were raiding our livestock, killing more than a few of them, and trying to take people. Yeah, bad people. They were the bad people.
Oh, that's not good. Why can't people just get along?
I don't know. But yeah, this Vimus guy just he came through here a while back. Like I didn't even realize it was him at first. He just kind of came back and through. It was just like, sup? I'm just thinking here like, man, who's this asshole? But he was nice. He paid for his room, and it was only when he was like looking around, asking about very specific people and stuff that I realized this guy was it was him. Weird guy too. He says he's looking to make something.
Make something.
Yeah, he's one of those weird folk who he likes to use magic to make things and such like that.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I have no idea what he was trying to make though. He said he was coming through just to look, and because apparently up in the city up north, there's a library with a bunch of little knickknacks and doodads, or that's at least what he called them. I'm pretty sure he was talking about the arcane libraries, which most of them aren't actually in the city. They're actually on the Colossi, but there are a few scholars who come from the Colossi back to the city, and so they have a trade of information and such like that. As long as they, kind of like looks around very quickly, just like, you're not a cleric, are you?
Me? No.
Oh, well, let's just keep it between us here. The trade of the spells he was mentioning sounded like stuff that's meant to be kept out of the ears of clerics. Something clerics might disapprove of.
Just a little secret.
Yeah, it's a little secret. Can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
Alright,
Immediately turns to Zim and be like,
Hey, guess what I just heard?
he immediately just kind of like just like grabs her by the shoulder, just like turns around, just like, do you
I
trust?
trust-
Do you trust him?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's my
good.
friend.
I listen. I don't need Vimus getting in trouble for this. I don't. He didn't mention what it was, but the fact that he even brought it up is, I just please and don't scream it. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry. Should I whisper? Should I whisper? Like this. Hey, Steve.
That won't get. Is it? Oh my! He's dragging his hands down his face, just like I have entrusted this secret to a child.
Yes,
Rip.
sit with us.
and she's gonna walk over and take Zadim by the wrist and be like,
Come sit with us.
Oh my god. Rip.
So Zadim, you're brought over to,
dragged over.
Drag
No,
over.
I'm like
Specifically.
dragged.
lifted up and set down thoroughly.
Steve, are you hungry? I could get you some food.
And she's gonna like put down a gold piece or something.
He brings up food for both of you. Gives you back 2 silver. No, wait, 4 silver. My bad. 3
Oh.
per. So 4 silver back.
Okay.
You guys are racking up the silver.
He's racking up that silver.
Yep.
This
He
is
kind of
weird.
glances at Zadim, glances back at Demea. Now you're sure you trust him? I don't mean no offense, sir. I just, I
He's
just
he's really trustworthy. He saved me. I was like in this really weird cage. I was there for quite a long time, and then he came up and let me out of it.
Okay. He like staring at you like, what the fuck? Also, Demea, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, sure.
Why? Oh no.
Why?
Okay, so let me pull this up here. Because that does not succeed.
Oh no. What
Oh,
the
no.
fuck just happened to me? Did I just get fucking crunk? That was nothing.
Well, I'm guessing everything that you're saying is immediately was coming to your mind, so you're seeing like the little images and such like that. Alright, so let me see. What is your emotional state at the moment?
Oh, my
Happy.
God, you said on her.
Happy, okay. And is there something that like you're worrying over, something you love, you hate, something that like is kind of in the forefront of your mind, something that's like a
I'm
big
worrying
deal to
about
you?
my friends dying, probably, since I watched Zadim almost die.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. As you feel this, it's like your eyes kind of like dilate like a cat's, and your head slowly swivels towards the old lady who's rubbing a copper piece in her hand. She kind of gives a little nod, just kind of like, you can trust him. And boy, you can trust her as well. Stop it with the beating around the bush.
Beating around the crying.
He kind of like stares at her, stares at the copper piece, shakes his head. Yes, ma'am. Just sorry about that. She doesn't know when to stop.
It's okay.
It's a little,
I got this really weird feeling.
yeah.
Oh, it's- but
Vimus was willing to teach a few things before he left, and apparently the thing she took up was stuff like being able to detect people's thoughts. Really weird when
Oh.
they're trying to keep stuff from her, like slowly like glares at her as she's just rocking in her chair.
oh,
just
she read my
continue-
thought. That's cool.
he like shakes his head. Not from where I'm standing, but at the same time, just ignore. Look.
Yeah. What's
I
up?
don't know what it was that he was trying to make. Just
Yeah.
don't out him, please. That's all I
Okay.
ask.
I promise. I'm gonna tell my friend.
And she's gonna lean over on Zadim.
And I'm guessing she's gonna basically tell him exactly what was just said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whispery. She's gonna say it very whispery.
Yep. And he's like, you see him kind of like wince and like but you explain that to him as well. So Zadim,
Alright.
you have now heard about this Vimus.
Is it okay if I tell the rest of my friends?
As long as they're not clerics. Paladins I'd be wary of.
I don't know if we have any paladins or clerics.
As long as you trust them. Just
I do. I trust them very much. I promise. It's my word.
And she's gonna hold her two hands out and clasp one hand that the barkeep has free in her hands and give him a very bright smile.
okay. He very slowly nods and just goes, "Alright, as long as you're confident. Just be careful, please."
I will. I promise.
Alright, just
I'm very careful. I'm a very careful person.
he nods. Alright. Go get some rest, y'all. Just it's been a long day for all of us, I think, and it'd be nice to actually get some decent sleep if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I am feeling pretty tired. But I don't know, I might eat some candy. That might keep me up.
And she's gonna reach into her bag.
I wouldn't. I've heard that has a habit of keeping you awake.
Oh no.
Are you going to eat the candy anyway?
Well, stare at him and like slowly put it in my mouth.
Okay.
Defiance.
Are you going to stay awake all night, or are you going to stay awake until you pass out?
I'm at least gonna stay awake for like another hour or two.
Mhm.
What's the weather like outside?
Fairly clear
It's
skies.
nighttime, right?
Nighttime. Fairly clear skies.
She's gonna spend her time looking outside then.
Okay. You are more than able to do that.
Hell yeah, she's gonna stargaze, daydream, be
Mhm.
cute,
Of course, as one does.
of course.
Eventually, the sugar rush wears off.
Of course. I'm assuming I wasn't in my room because I probably stay like.
You can stay downstairs.
And-
There's a rocking chair outside that you can watch from.
All right, cool. So once I start getting sleepy, I'll let a little yawn and walk over to the barkeep and the little lady, hug them both, and say,
Thank you for the company, even though we didn't really talk that much.
It's fine. Just go ahead and get some sleep.
Alright, nighty, nighty night.
and she's like, she's just waving and saying night, good night as she's walking upstairs. Oh
Right.
my god.
And the lady waves back to you. Good night. What a nice little girl. And you're all able to get a full night's rest.
Hell yeah.
If Emmy had decided to eat more sugar and put herself into exhaustion levels, that would have been interesting.
No, no.
It would have been, but she has some self-control. Alright,
Sure.
long rest?
I love
Long
how that
rest.
was just met with silence, like.
Mhm. So you get back to full HP, full spell slots. You're all set to go.
Cool.
You guys wake up. You guys get food.
Wait, what? Did you want to go to the scene where Nivara could talk to Ebrin about whatever the fuck?
Oh, I just wanted to fuck.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's why I was just like theater of the mind. That happened. But yeah, you guys. She was able to help Ebrin understand what was going on. Once he realized what was going on, he was fine. He was fine.
Time for fuck. Not
Eh.
even gonna roll for performance or anything. Shaking my head.
Yeah. Nope. No rolling for that. But you
Wait,
guys,
were they noisy? Were they noisy?
is Nivara loud?
Where's Sam's room?
Would you have put hers right next to yours?
No,
Then you
just
heard
on
nothing.
principle.
Alright. Rest in peace to whoever next her.
It probably was Everin's room, and then instead of rooming in his own room, he roomed in Nivara's room. So there's
You
room
just
between
paid for
them.
a next.
He-
Fucking
he-
paid
he-
for an extra.
I got back 2 gold anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But you guys
Morning
wake up.
time.
You guys get some complimentary breakfast. You guys are able to saddle up Spartacus for Demea to ride.
Damara, it's now
Damara.
become
the-
combo
It's the ship name.
Combo. Oh no.
Fuse.
fusion.
Fusion. Ha! Fusion is just a cheap way for weak characters to become strong.
How dare you? We would not do the fusion dance. We would be
Strong.
doing some gym fusion shit. Because let's be real,
That's what I was
Acrobatic shit.
referencing.
fusion hop is not.
And then
BBC.
I said, fusion is just a cheap tactic for weak characters to become strong.
Smack someone. Smack them right in the face.
I'm assuming if we're saddling up Spartacus and everything, we're leaving, right?
Unless you guys have something else you want to do
Is
here,
the
which not really.
barkeep still there? Is the old lady still there?
The little old lady is.
All right, I'm gonna walk over, give her another hug, and be like,
I gotta leave now, but I really hope your grandson enjoys the sweater. It's really cute.
I know he will. I've been making it for quite some time. It's just that these little hands just need a little extra time to put in every little detail. She just keeps right on sewing, just happily enjoying herself.
Of course.
This is a pure
Maybe
old
we
lady.
could see each other again.
Perhaps. If you do happen to see me again, it would be quite lovely.
Yeah. Alright. I gotta go now. Bye. Thank you for talking with me.
another little tight squeeze of the hug, and then she's gonna skip away again.
Take care of yourself, dearie. What a nice
You make
girl.
friends.
What did you say?
She asked Tobias. She made friends.
Yeah. 2 new friends.
It's good.
Two
I'm sure we'll come
whole
back to meet him.
friends.
2 whole friends, an absolute unit.
How come
Hey.
your mom allows you to have 2 friends?
No, let's be fair. She made 3 friends because she also made friends with that storekeeper.
Oh,
She's
right,
a
Candy
yeah,
shop
friends.
owner.
companion
Oh,
shop owner.
wait, can I go to see him?
I said candy shop owner.
Yeah, you can see him on your way out. Real
All
quick,
right,
just quickly runs back
cool.
over to see him.
Alright, I'm gonna run on in. Is he around?
Is she?
He's setting stuff. You're like, oh, I'm afraid we're not open. Oh, hello there. I mean, oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting this.
We're not open. She just runs in and be like,
She just runs in. I wasn't open.
Today, but I want to say goodbye.
Oh,
and she's gonna reach over and hug him and be like,
I hope
Yep.
you get that roof done soon.
he pats her back. She's like, oh, thank you very much. I'm planning on getting that done as soon as possible. But thank you so much.
Of course.
I
I'll
completely
see you around
forgot.
then.
Yep, take care of yourself. If I get any candy, I'll make sure to save you some.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
And-
Alright. Bye bye. Wait.
oh,
she's
yeah.
gonna put down candy cane.
To remember me by.
He picks it up and is like, I'm not gonna remember you too hard because I'm gonna probably eat it before the end of the day. But
That's
thank
okay.
you, thank you.
Alright. Bye bye.
And she's gonna skip on out, zoom back to the fucking horse.
Alright, I'm ready.
I imagine you took Spartacus so you could quickly ride over and then.
Oh,
ride
okay.
back.
We're just zooming back to the front. It's just.
Just also hear as she rides on up. She's like, "Okay, I'm ready to go," and everyone's just looking at you, just like, "Did she just take the horse just to go say goodbye?" Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That's a thing.
I make new friends.
Verdrick is just like, looks slowly at Nivara, slowly at Nemea, slowly back at Nivara.
She like raises her hand like I am not the capture.
Mm. Just shakes.
Can this horse only fit one person?
It could fit 2 people. Obviously, it would slow it down.
Alright, I'm
And-
gonna offer it
Anyways, does anyone want to ride with me?
I will happily take that offer.
I'm good on my own 2
She's
feet.
gonna-
Spartacus, he's more helpful to Demea, but he lets Nivara quickly just get a foot up and ride.
Oh,
along
I
with-
see. We shared nothing.
I mean, to be fair, you're also not wearing the big poofy dress, so you don't need the help.
Such a nice little
I
horse.
wouldn't be
Just
shocked
gonna
if she has
keep petting
heels.
If she has heels,
Yes.
Who?
you.
Oh, she
Nyvar.
absolutely. Oh, I was about to say, oh, Demand
I
absolutely
know
wears
you do.
heels.
I know for a
Yes.
fact you do.
Yeah, you guys begin heading out. Zadim and Beardrick are happy to walk.
Alright, cool.
With Bright Eyes just kind of like looking over to things and every now and then just like, brushing their nose against stuff, just like, I'm understanding this feeling. What does it mean? Like,
the prophecy.
it's just I still am learning so much, but I don't understand wording for things. What are words?
I just imagine like just Arcus watching Bright Eyes have this existential crisis. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Am I able to ritual cast speak with animals?
Yes.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna absolutely do that so I can talk to my 2 favorite animals.
All right. So you're talking to Spartacus.
Cute art.
Can I understand Bright Eyes? I mean, she's technically an animal, right?
Some of what she says, she's considered a monstrosity. But because
Ah,
of the fact that
okay.
she is part of the Beastmaster thing, I'll say that you can understand some of what she says. And she's
So
now
it's like-
she's saying nothing. Like she's not like when you speak, she'll like kind of perk up, but she doesn't like turn her head to respond.
Actually
She's
vocally
looking at stuff.
respond.
Yeah, she's just kind of looking
Alright,
at
that's
stuff
fine.
right now.
I'm gonna talk with Spartacus then and be like,
So, how you doing, Sparkus?
Oh man, it's a brand new day. I'm having a great old time. How you doing this fine evening? Morning.
I'm doing great. I'm
Times
so
of day are
glad you're
really
doing so
weird.
well.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Days are really weird, but I like days. If you look up,
and she's gonna look at the sky and be like,
it's really, really pretty blue, and clouds are pretty, the sun's pretty.
Oh, is that what you
great.
call that thing? I thought that was a big old thing in the sky.
Oh no, that's a sun. Unless you're talking about the
Oh.
clouds. The clouds are the things that float near the sun.
Oh, that's the thing that looks like it's like one myself. Like, you see that one over there? That one looks like me. And you look up, you're looking at one of the
You're right.
clouds. It does not look like him at all. It looks like a big old pile of fluff. But he's like,
oh
look,
no, I don't have the imagination to like see
you
a
can
horse.
you can
and-
imagine it, yeah. But at the same time, you're not sure which one he's looking at specifically. And it's just like
Uh,
all the ones around you from your vantage. do
can I
not
roll to?
fully-
I was
roll
about to say,
perception
can I?
check.
I'm gonna roll to see
Perception
if I
check.
find it. Wait, hold. Perception.
My stomach is having a heart attack right now. I'm sorry.
You see one that looks somewhat horse-like, but it might be a bull, or it's equine, bovine. It's animal in nature.
All right, cool. I'm gonna point at that one and go.
Is that the cloud you're talking about?
Ah, you got a good eye on you.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
Hey, no worries, no worries. It's a compliment to say that you got good eyes, right? I mean, is that one of those things like
Yeah.
have you ever talked to fish? Fish always are talking about how big their eyes are, and they're like, man, we can see all this stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then again, I only ever talked to fish once. I didn't like talking to fish.
I actually like talking to fish.
Because the only way I was able to actually do that was I have my head completely buried underwater, and I couldn't really hear myself, and I
yeah.
couldn't hear them very well. It was like,
Yeah, probably was really hard to breathe.
which Zadim, you see the horse just like stick out its tongue and just go, la, 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 la. It's really weird to see.
I just imagine just like Nyvar and Zadim sharing a look like, what the
Absolutely
fuck?
going to go into a giggle.
You were having a
Can I roll to
blast.
see how long it lasts? How long
Roll
It
it-
lasts 10,
What
it
is
lasts
your
10 minutes.
What? No. For what?
The
what-
giggle fit.
What's your
oh.
Constitution modifier?
Second. 2.
Roll a d4.
Alright.
Roll to see if you
Before-
pass out.
Okay. It lasts for a minute, and it is just you holding your stomach, just having a blast.
Right, I'm like leaning down the horse going.
And he's still walking along. He's just like, man, I hope you're not having too much of a hard time back there. Don't fall off me. If you fall off me, I can't exactly catch you. I got hooves. I don't got your fingers. They hold on to
Oh,
myself.
it's okay. I will fall. I promise.
All right, if you promise
I
you're not
did,
gonna fall off.
Yeah.
For each second after 30 seconds.
Even if I do fall, Navarra's got my back. Right, Navarra?
She's gonna turn around to look at you.
Of course, but maybe you should take a deep breath when you have those laughing fits.
Oh, okay. I'll try to do that next time. I think I'm pretty calm now. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah.
Navarre in mild mom mode, like, oh, please don't black out.
Man, I just hope that you don't fly away like my other guy. Man, he was.
Fly away.
Yeah, I mean, I had to run away because the fact that the thing that took him away was a big scary thing that was trying to bite into me and make me call crazy
Oh,
and
no.
stuff.
No, that's not good. I'm so glad you're okay now, though.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you guys. You guys are all right.
Oh, you're the best.
Oh shucks.
Just gonna pet his head.
Oh, you're doing me a blush.
The pets. The pets.
He just kind of shakes his mane gently. Just
Is this spell wearing off sooner or later?
it'll
She's
wears
got, like,
off in a
10
few
minutes.
minutes. You have 10 minutes of it, which it wears off within like another 2 minutes. And
Alright.
Spartacus
cool.
just kind of spends it just like kind of for a moment, and then it's just like
Shooting the shit.
a little bit. One of the things that he does kind of bring up like right before it ends is just like, yeah. I mean, at least you don't smell like that one lady did. She smelled weird.
Weird smelling lady?
Oh yeah, don't you know? My mama used to tell me that if you got a good old smell, that you can smell out any kind of person. And if you smell them out right, you can know all their secrets. But then again, most people they don't know how to smell, so they just kind of forget about how to use their smell, and then you just hear.
Can I say that I started
Uh,
ritual casting,
can I-
like, speak with animals after she started cracking the fuck up?
I can say you did. It would start about.
Can I like wait a moment before turning around and like slightly sniffing Navarra to see if I can take her secrets?
roll a
Oh.
perception check?
Me or her?
She's sniffing you.
No, that's what I
She's
mean. I'm
gonna-
saying
she's
roll
gonna-
to notice.
She's
You
gonna
notice.
she's gonna say like,
Spartacus said if I smell someone, I could learn their secret.
Navarre didn't even respond. Navarre's eyes are huge, and she just stares at her like, okay, sure, why not?
You know none of her secrets, but at the same time, she smells quite nice.
You smell really nice.
Thank you.
Did you put on like some sort of perfume? I remember the days where I used to wear perfume. I wish I had some.
No. What? Oh, could it be a
Come over
thing
here, I want
of
to
like?
smell you.
Ebron, what?
Everyone run!
come over, and she's like leaning down with her hands out.
He's like.
Navarre's like steadying her so she doesn't fall on her face.
Slowly moves over to humor her.
Can I say that, like, due to my nature and I smell like flowers just on a
So
consistency?
like, I'm gonna
You have a
so
very,
like
you have
I'm
a very
gonna,
faint.
smell
flower.
him. Smell him. Do I roll another perception check?
No, he smells like earth, and there's a bit of an ashy scent to his hair at times. Other than that, he's yeah.
You smell warm. I like it.
Warm!
Did
What a
you come over
great-
here? Come over here. I want to smell you.
Zadim, do
Oh
you
my
allow her to
God!
sniff you?
do you allow Demand to do a sniff?
I can't tell you what secrets though. Maybe you guys don't have secrets.
I'd say about this time you finish ritual casting. Speak with animals, Navarra. And you just hear you come in like midway through a sentence, and then there was that one time that I kicked a cow in the face. Man, that heifer was real mad.
Kicked a what in the face?
A heifer, you know, one of
Like a cow?
Yeah,
Why'd you kick a cow in the face?
because he was a bull. He was a bucking bull, and he was trying to poke me right in my ass.
Out of character, then that's not a heifer, that's a bull. A heifer's a female cow.
Listen, I don't know the genders of cows. I just know I kicked him in the face. What more do you want from me?
Well, one question. Why did you tell Jemiah to sniff me?
Oh, because if you sniff someone, you can find out all their secrets. My mama used to tell me that.
I don't think it applies to humans.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that if you smell someone, you can find out all their secrets.
She's gonna, like, offer her wrist to him. Okay.
He turns. He stops, and everyone just is basically pausing in the middle of the road as they just watch the horse.
Can I do a dexterity to see if I fall off because I'm leaning over
I have a hold
to
on.
try and
so-
sniff
with,
Zadim?
with advantage.
Okay.
Plus perception.
Don, I got glow-in-the-dark dice, by the way.
Ooh.
I don't have them, but I ordered them.
Still ooh.
They're red like lava. So I maybe used an IRL
I'm
dice more
perfectly
often.
still.
Yep, you're still holding
I'm
on.
perfectly still.
You are perfectly still. Perception.
You go get it.
Okay.
I got
So you see him sniff, as Spartacus begins sniffing away, and then he kind of like shakes his head for a moment. Used a lot of wood. You've been pricking your fingers lately. There's a little bit of blood on there. Smells like you've been doing that thing that people do where they have those little needles where they poke themselves a lot when they're
Sewing.
trying to make stuff. Sure, let's call it that. Sewing. I don't know what that is. But anyway, there's also the fact that you smell like you've been deep underground for a while, which you were. I was there. I got to see you go into the hole. Man, why would you ever go into a hole? That's a really big place to go into.
Because there were people like us that were undead, and we had to figure out what was wrong.
Yeah, I've seen undead before. I kicked one of their heads off once.
See,
I'd say it was great, but at the same time, there were other things around that were not so great. One of them, I
But
kicked
that's-
him right in the chest, and they just got right back up. Ooh, tough
I mean,
son of a bitch.
it's really hard to kill them.
No,
so
it wasn't
that
one of
doesn't
them.
Wait, what?
No, it wasn't one of them.
Just a normal person.
I mean, he looked like a normal person until he started screaming. Well, then, screaming, and there was bones crunching and stuff like that. Something was happening to him. I didn't care. I was running.
What did he turn? Did he transform?
I was running. I didn't stick around to see what was happening to him. He might have gotten eat, for all I know.
What did you hear while you were running after you heard bones crunching?
I heard screaming. Or something. I mean, I assume it was a scream. It sounded like he was right mad.
Out of character, I have no idea what the fuck he came across, because I was thinking lycanthrope at first, but... Fuck. Okay.
That
We'll
moment
just
you're
keep
like,
you protected.
maybe it's this, and then it's like, but wait, hold on, he didn't actually see it, so I don't know. Heck.
Well, I can surmise certain things in my head, even if it's not in character, what the fuck, but I can't on this one.
Yep. He gives us kind of a, which you guess is the horse equivalent to a shrug.
Hard shrug.
But he just keeps walking, just like, yeah, that and the fact you always smell like flowers. Man, those Fae people, they all know their stuff.
I mean, I'd rather smell good than smell like the undead.
No, you ain't doing that. I smell it. It's magics.
You smell magic?
Oh yeah, that's how you always smell like flowers. I noticed. People don't notice those kind of things, but if you're able to pay attention and actually know what you're looking for, you can smell people's magic.
You're a smarter horse than I gave you credit for.
I was trained to be able to find and kick out the heads of undead. I think I'm a little bit tough.
She's gonna, scratch behind his ears.
You lean up and you push yourself, but you get basically pushed Maya forward so you can reach up and scratch his
Yes,
ears.
I'm still reaching down, waiting for Zadim's consent to
Zadim,
give him like a good old sniff.
Let me sniff you.
Zadim, are you giving consent?
I have to be right back real quick.
This this
Okay.
whole time he has said nothing, but he's staring at her like,
It's
what?
like that moment of staring where you're just like, do I actually?
Do I want her to sniff me?
Do I do a sniff snap?
He's typing.
Immediately.
It's time. All right,
This
cool.
very
I got
hesitant.
to sniff him.
Very well.
All right.
Go
He's
ahead.
gonna walk over. I'm gonna give him a good old little sniff. What the fuck does he smell like?
Roll a perception check for him.
Oh, okay. Perception. Where is it? Wait, do I have it off advantage?
Yes. Off
Hold on a
advantage.
second. I don't know
no
what the fuck.
advantage, Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm checking.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but my
The
Google
middle one
Chrome
of the
is
three.
really fucking laggy.
No.
Perception. Ooh. Oof.
He
I
smells
noticed
like
nothing.
he smells kind of breezy, like kind of there's like a ozone, like the smell of a storm.
Ooh. It's a good smell.
Mhm.
Good to know. Good to know. In character and out of character.
Mhm.
Good to know. She is going to take another sniff and be like,
You smell really good. Smell like rain. I really like rain. But you know what I like more than rain? I like snow. Snow is really nice.
oh, she's gonna probably ramble on about snow to him.
Yep. So we continue forward, and you're rambling about snow. As you begin cresting a hill, you kind of see Spartacus kind of throwing his head about a little bit, and you kind of lean just a little bit to the side as you see, as you're cresting the hill, uh, an actual city that you're approaching. This one is not a small little town. There's probably at least good couple thousand, probably more people in this place just based off the buildings alone. Uh, there's a wide scattering of places that from the hill you were going over, you didn't really have any way to see it until you got over it. You're going kind of on a downward path right now.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey.
You are going down a downward path where it kind of winds back and forth a little bit with kind of rugged mountain areas that lead towards this city in the distance. Which you do also see on more than a few of these rock outcroppings. There are towers with little huts around them.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yep. As you approach towards it, you see kind of a flash of steel in one of them, and as you see someone kind of pacing about, keeping their eyes open as they look around, and they see you, and you see one person just kind of hold up a hand as a kind of a greeting, real quick, just hello, and
I'm
No,
gonna
Mara's gonna
happily
wave
wave back, like whole arm out, like waving, like hello.
yep. And you can't hear them. They are up on top of the mountain.
Still gonna say hi to them.
Of course.
I'll raise a hand in greeting as well.
Ah, Madrino, he's
Madrino
here.
has arrived.
Finally.
Yep. So yeah, you are beginning to enter the city limits. It takes, I'd say, a good hour to get to there. They've made sure this place is has a feeling of fortification, of sturdiness. But as soon as you get into the actual city itself, while there is still that secure feeling, there is. I had it set up. Where did it go?
Wait, how long was I talking about Snowdis' Deem? Did I talk his ear off? Did it fall
Probably.
off? Okay, rest in peace to Deem. He lost an ear.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
Grow back.
Big
So-
mood.
I mean, that literally took me to some shit. Watching someone play a game and one of the characters got his ear cut off, and the person who was playing it went, "It's fine, guys. Ears grow back. They really do." Boo, Bonnie. Well, hello there.
Oh, it's music. I can actually hear it. The fuck?
Yep.
It was like in like the back of my headphones.
Right,
And,
that was
like-
weird. It was like
yeah,
it was-
right.
Yeah.
It's like I could hear it, but I couldn't, and I'm like, what the?
It's because it was the starting part of it. As you hear
Okay.
very festive music playing, as people are, they're not dancing through it, but there's multiple little areas where bards can play their craft, and it's bringing in this feeling to
For
the place
people.
as soon as you walk inside of just happy, uplifting feelings where people, they're just shopping, just average people, but it feels this bright and cheery illumination almost.
The
It's
man's eyes are glowing.
Navarra's
She's happy.
Navarra's tighten her grip just slightly so that she doesn't run off.
she's on
She's
Spartacus
gonna
right now.
try. She's trying. Jumping in her seat, like I'm gonna see what's going on.
Not yet, not yet.
Dean
Spartacus,
is like
yeah.
immediately looking around, make sure we don't get like pickpocketed or something.
Right.
Yep. As you're bouncing, Spartacus gives like this little shift in his body that makes you kind of like have to sit back down, and as you kind of see Spartacus like turn over, kind of stare at you for a moment, just like, come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that hurt?
I think he's trying to get you to sit still until we can find a avid place to hitch him and sleep.
I'm sorry, Spartacus.
Just gonna pet him a little bit.
He nuzzles into your hand, and he turns his head forward. Zadim, as you're keeping an eye out, you realize that Spartacus is also keeping his eyes out. Both eyes just like start darting back and forth. Being as adept as a horse can be at trying to help you out with keeping his eyes open. He understands the idea of a pickpocket, as it seems.
Well trained horse, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take out my flute and start playing
Yes, you can.
to go along with the music? All right, cool. Fuck yeah. Do
Roll
I
it.
just click on the proficiency?
If you have the proficiency in that, then you would click on that in your tools.
Yes.
So yes, you would be
alright.
able to click on that.
Click it.
If
What
it
adds
says
me to
it- this would be charisma,
Okay.
because this is a charismatic performance where you're trying to, and just kind of play along with it. And it's fairly familiar tunes, so it's not completely out there. An 18, yeah, you start playing into it, and you actually see a few of the bards who are kind of like playing in the corners, just kind of like they like at first one of them kind of looks like, yeah, hey, don't you do that? And then they're like, oh no, you're not trying to steal our thunder or anything. You're just playing along. Yeah, they kind of like, yeah, okay, oh, they're cool, they're cool. And a few people they kind of like look between. It's just like, oh, they got people just riding through a company. Oh, that's really neat. That's
Right? To the bar, she's
Bravo,
gonna lean
bravo.
over and stop playing for just 1 second and be like,
I really like your music.
And they're like, you play very well, Missy. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. You do too.
she's gonna start playing the again.
There's a wide variety of people here. This place seems to be thriving with all sorts of people. Predominantly, it looks like halflings and gnomes, which is probably why they have such a abundance of this cheerful, glowing music. However, they also have a smattering of other races, including people like humans, tabaxi. You actually spot this thick clarinet-looking instrument being played by a turtle.
Oh my god!
I love him.
And he's just playing. He's playing this like it's like this deep, reedy bass tune. Basically, it's a saxophone. As he's just playing this instrument that you've never seen before. He's just like having people just staring, just like, what in the world is he doing?
Can I? Do I see him? Can I call out to him?
You can.
Hi. I really like your music. What is that you're playing?
Since he has it in his mouth, he cannot answer you. But he keeps he kind of looks. He gives a little nod.
Can I roll
just-
to see if I notice?
Yeah,
Or if I know what it is?
Based off of your positioning in the world, I'm gonna say probably not.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, he keeps playing, and if you're willing to wait a minute before he finishes, he can talk to you.
I'm willing to wait.
So he keeps right on playing. And eventually, he stops, and people are like,
Oh.
oh yeah, and they throw
No,
a few
Var's gonna,
silver into a hat.
When she sees that Demea wants to sit there and wait, she's gonna kind of tap Zeke on the back. Can you go find us a place to sleep first, please? Here with her. Matt! Okay.
No, he's there. Yeah,
Thank
he
you.
was just pushes on yourself. No worries, we get you. But yeah, so Zadim kind of slides off. Ebrin, quick to follow. Verdrick just kind of crosses his arms, like looking around, just like, don't touch them. I will mess you up. But yeah, you two head off, and the turtle, after finishing up, people are throwing a few silvers into the into a looks like a bowler hat that he has.
Can
in
I
front
also
of him.
put a silver in there?
Yep, you can toss it in, and as you do, he gives a little bow of thanks. He's like, I also as he bows and kind of lifts his head up, the instrument was blocking it, but you see that he has a white collar and a bow tie, but no shirt. He is it is like a white collar that's been sewn onto a bow tie because he can't exactly wear a shirt. So
I love him.
So he just
What a
wears that.
cutie.
And he does have some shin pads that are meant to look kind of like dressy pants, as well as a few it's like arm guards almost. And he gives a little bow,
cute.
just like, well, thank you there, Missy. I've been having a great old time in the city. This right here, there's what's called the saxophone.
Saxophone? I never heard of that before.
Well, that's because it's come from some of the higher up islands over to the west. I've been traveling around letting people know we're crafting these for people who are wanting to hear a little song and a little ditty here and there.
That's amazing! Oh, you're so nice to spread the joy of music everywhere.
She's gonna hold her hands up.
Of course, of course. And I saw you playing a little bit ago with that flute of yours. It looked like you were having a good old time.
Oh, yeah, I've been playing the flute for a while now.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear someone's got a little bit of talent around these parts these days.
Oh, thank you. Is there any reason why everything seems so cheery? Is it like a festival going on?
Oh, haven't you heard? It's the birthing festival. The Ait'seh's birthing festival, where Ait'seh was supposed to
Birthing.
have. Yes, of course. You know that. Of course, most people don't actually go into the details of the tale. But if y'all like, before I play my next song, I can quickly spin the tale. If y'all are looking to just very quickly hear.
I can listen. I
And
like stories.
he nods and he kind of gently taps his foot against his hat. He's like, "You already paid me a silver, so I might as well be happy to oblige you in a quick little tale." All right. He leans over, grabs a stool, and just kind of hops up, puts it one knee on a higher rung than his other, puts his hand on it. So now, way back when the world was beginning, there was this goddess, the goddess of all things, the creator of life itself, Ait'seh. Now, this was the loveliest lady in all of pandemonic chaos because she knew how to make order out of nothing. Which is, saying a lot. But as I'm saying, that's not the point. She began to work on her own little place of peace, a place away from all this humbo jumbo banging around like a lot of other folks had been doing at that time, and she began to create the very world itself. Created the very world we walk on. Although that was Sayaz, the stone founder, eventually made like the mountains and things that run across it, because he's a good old guy. He knew what he was doing at that time, but I'd say just needed to lay the foundation first and foremost. Sadly, when she was about to finish her work, she had to flee into it because some of her brothers and sisters were coming after her because they thought it looked like a big old ball of fun. Not exactly the smartest folk, but then again, not exactly the most helpful either. But by coming into the world itself, her very blessing and essence was able to bring the birth of life to the world.
Would that story sound familiar to me at all?
It would. It's like similar to the children's tale, simplified for speed, but it is something that you yourself, especially with your upbringing, would have heard as something basically as a starting point to jump into your lineage and like here's how we eventually got to where we are.
Oh. Alright.
Huh, that sounded a bit familiar. Maybe I did hear it before, but it was really nice hearing it again. Now my memory's refreshed.
That's always a good old thing. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to go ahead. Oh yeah, he puts his saxophone back up to his lips and just starts going to town on it, and just immediately just gets that tune right back up and going with a jazzy little tune. Just
That's a talented boy. Can I give him a quick hug and be like, thank you? Or
you're
running
on your horse
back
right
off
now.
with... Aw, can I jump off and give him a quick hug?
quickly.
Go for it.
Yeah, you
Hell
jump
yeah.
off, give him a quick hug. He's unaffected for his windpipes because he's the ability to hold his breath for an hour.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, that's very talented. I'm gonna say,
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
I'm gonna hop back on the horse.
He gives a nod by nodding the saxophone, which gives he does it to drag the sound as he's going back and forth. He's like giving a nod, and at certain points, like nods down, plays a few extra tunes, nods it back up, dragging the sound with him. It's just like he makes it sound like it's supposed to be part of it.
Love him. What a good boy.
Yep, and yep, he gives a little nod, and you guys hop up. You begin riding away.
Oh yeah, boy.
Zadim, you head up ahead of them. You eventually find a little place called the cat's perch, which shows a cat looks like just the paws and head leaning on like a little cliffside, similar to the Colossi. So they two here are Colossi themed.
I see. Alright. I'll step on in, see about getting some lodgings.
They are very busy. There's quite a few
Understandable.
people in here. As you and Ebrin walk up, the patron just kind of moving over, like, yes, I'm coming over right here. Well, two over there, two over there. Yes, how can I be of assistance?
Terribly sorry to disturb you. I see you are quite busy at the moment.
Yes, we are.
I-
We're sorry about that. Do you need rooms?
Yes, lodging for 5 and stables for 2 beasts.
Stable for 2 beers. I should have enough room. Rooms. I have 3 left. I mean, unless you were willing to go down to poorer lodgings, it'll cost less, but the rooms aren't going to be as good as better, comfortable lodgings.
I imagine we will not have an issue with sharing.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. It's 8 silver for each room. So I mean that's 2 gold and 4 silver. Got it. If you don't have it, I completely understand. Ebrin quickly just puts out the 2 gold and 4 silver, just like, I got this one.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And the guy nods. He gives you 3 keys.
Mhm.
And whenever you're ready, understandably with all the festivities and whatnot going on, you do what you need to do. Just take care of yourselves. It's really busy out here. You know what I mean?
Of course. And the stabling.
And the stabling. Oh yeah, for the stabling. 1 second here. I had it for a second and then I closed the book.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sorry if you hear me crunching and munching. I just got nachos, so
Mm-hmm.
Delicious, nutritious nachos.
they're so good.
Stabling per day, 5 silver per day. So Ebrin will give that as well.
I thank you, Ebrin. That's very generous of you.
Yep. So he gets another gold. Very simple. And he knows, just like, yeah, it's the least I can do. You guys have been really nice to me and really good to me. I wanted to give back.
We appreciate that. We appreciate you as more than just an employee. We appreciate you as a friend. Remember that.
Yeah. I'll do my best. Just one of those days. Just I want to just make sure you guys are taken care of and whatnot. So festival time, huh? It's been a minute since I've been to a festival. Yeah.
Yes, it has been quite a time for me as well.
Does your people do anything special for festival times, or are they just the singing and dancing type?
We, out of character, the only things I can really think of us celebrating are like the turning of the seasons specifically.
Yep. So this is essentially it's similar to the turning of the seasons. Generally, it is celebrated with a day of just you've cooked food, singing, dancing, nothing overly exaggerated. It's just another turning of the seasons, and you celebrate it as you do.
Sorry.
You're
Sorry.
fine.
Yeah.
Nothing quite so extravagant as the, but my people will recognize the changing of the seasons with a day of rest and cooked food and general community.
Huh. I mean, that makes sense. This place has different kind of stuff. I guess he kind of looks around, just like, I mean, I heard that they've got like little activities that they do that are like supposed to be really fun. You want to go see if we can find any of them? I bet Demea would just like fall over the horse, just wanting to go do them.
Oh, I do not doubt that for a moment.
You want to go see if we can win anything?
Sure, why not?
All right. He rubs his hands together, ready to go. And Demea and Naivara, you see them walking out as you guys are able to start looking around and seeing what all there is to offer in this place. There are a few things that you'd be able to find. There is by the time you get there, it's just about, let's say, 1 p.m. So it's
All
just
right.
afternoon. So you guys made some good headway to get there within a few hours.
Nice, nice.
There's several different things as you come into one of the more main squares. It's busy, not super crowded, but it's got people. It's got a feeling of energy and of various people being there. There are a lot of people selling various things, varying from some more of the caramel that you bought, which some of them are selling apples that have the caramel drenched over them. There's a stand that has an archery range where like little kids are like trying to shoot down range. Even some adults are trying to shoot down range as well. A further range than the kids, but they are trying
Right.
to do it. And there's a selection of like little items that are apparently part of the prizings for such things. There is a person who like looks like they're doing a magic show, but likely they're just selling their wares because they're like, and here we have the fabulous pearl, and he holds it out. Some people are like, yay, and then there is also a woman who is selling specialty ales. Which she says, depending on what you want, it can either taste really good or just, taste really strong, depending on if you're looking for strong drink or if you're looking for good taste. There's also a sign-up sheet for a pie eating contest.
I can detect Demea senses already.
What kind of pie specifically?
It has a place where you can write your name
Okay.
and a secondary box where it says preference. And if they have that pie, they will put your preference there. It asks for 2 preferences, just to make sure that if you have any allergies or anything like that, you can just go no peanuts or something like that.
All right.
Or if you're just like anything, you actually see a few that say that, big bold
Right.
letters.
Anything. All right. I'm assuming I'm still on the horse, so I'm gonna hop down to write my name on that.
Okay. You do, and they're like, when you hear the clock striking 3, bring yourself back here. We'll have ourselves a nice pie eating contest.
Okay.
She's gonna write down for preference berry kind of pies.
Okay. It's like raspberry, blueberry, or just
Yep,
berries.
exactly.
She's like, I imagine she doesn't even write the types. She just writes berries.
Is there a way she can write something she doesn't prefer? Like, she probably wouldn't want to have anything with meat in it.
She can put no meats.
All right, she'll put that then.
Yeah, there's like 3 others like in a row that say no meat, no meat, no meat, no meat. Yeah.
Perfect. She's gonna write that shit down.
Yep. From the look of the names, you're guessing they're probably gnomish people, because they're very kind of simple but extravagant kind of sounding names. It's just like, okay, cool, neat. That I'm not the only one. Yes.
Have you passed the place to sell this history crack? Because I am poor and I need to get these out of my pouch.
Soon. Right now you're in the market area, which as you're going through, actually you see the magic person. The person's like, this fabulous pearl. He's like, and now see this figure. He holds out this little figurine. He's like, looks quite simple, doesn't it? It looks like it's got its hands like across its stomach, one hand gripping the other, looking at the crowd. And the kids are like, yeah. Aldito's like, yeah. He's like, now watch.
Can I cast detect magic on this guy?
You can just you cast it on yourself to see things.
Well, yeah, excuse me, rather. Can I cast it on myself, see if this guy is full of shit?
His card is full of magic items.
Okay.
and as you do that, you see him go, now watch, as he puts a mug over it. He's like, now, kids, show your parents what this little man was doing. And they they hold their hand like this is like, is that what he's doing right now? They kind of like yeah, little kids. And he's like, but what if I told you you're wrong? As he lifts it up, and the guy is now dabbing.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The figurine is now dabbing.
You killed Debbie, by the way. She's dead.
I hear you.
She's gonna choke to death. She's gonna choke on stream.
I was expecting like a nice heroic pose when he lifts it up and just dab.
Dab.
That's my kind of man. That's my kind of man.
And it's the action figure. The action figure
Don't collect your man.
just is dabbing, and all he hears is like, "Wow!" and all the adults are like, "What the hell is that?" And he's like, "And now watch again." Puts it over. What was the pose that this figurine was doing? And all of the kids they're hesitantly dabbing, and all the adults are just like, "I don't understand what's going on." And he's just like, "Now, is he going to be in the same pose?" And all the kids are they're two of them are shaking their head no, but some of them are like, "Yeah!" He's like, "What if I told you it changed again?" And it pulls it up, and this one is the heroic pose, flexing, looking to the sky, legs spread apart, and just every time you're not looking at this thing, it changes its pose.
Would I be able to roll to figure out what the fuck?
You can focus in on it using the detect magic. It has transfiguration magic imbued into it. It is faint. Likely it has a very very simple binding of tiny servant, but not to the point that it's actually autonomous, just that it changes poses while it's on that little pedestal, which it can't actually move its feet off of, so it's just basically stuck there doing various poses. It's not like it's intelligent or autonomous, it's just doing poses.
I became sentient for this.
You
I'm
passed
watching
the
this,
butter.
right?
My god.
I'm watching this, right? Can I roll something to see if I recognize the dabbing?
History.
Oh my god! I can't look.
No!
Nope, this
For
is
one
new
time.
to you.
That's oh my god! I wish I knew.
I'm curious.
Yes. You have heard of dabbing. Dabbing is something that was something that is actually from Halo. It's something that was started by a bard, of course.
Because why would it be anything else?
Right, of course.
Yep.
I can't. My first nat 20 in 3 sessions.
For fucking
And I
dabbing.
get
It's
it for
perfect.
dabbing.
It's perfect.
You get it for dabbing.
Cursed.
Don.
But yes.
Sorry, you can continue. I don't want to interrupt you.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. It was done by a bard. You know him as the great bard Darude.
Don,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
You can continue, but also I'm going to kick your ass.
After this is
Did you
done,
say
I'm gonna want you.
Darude?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought he was gonna
I
play
warned
it
you
for-
all that I would make a bard named Darude. Do you think that he would not at some point have something to do with the history here? With a nat 20,
think
you'll
I
remember
forgot?
this.
I'm gonna romance him so fucking hard you can't stop me if we ever meet him.
He was last heard of when he started up this fad of the dabbing within the last 10 to 20 years ago.
Oh,
You're not
Jesus.
sure, even with a natural 20, you don't know of exactly when it began, but it's something that has been going on for a while. And it's something that's kind of died off a little bit. Clearly this toy is trying to bring it back.
I
Dude,
can't.
that's so valid though. Don.
I love
Mhm.
it.
Looking around, do I notice any green little plants with little berries in them with a nice red bow or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah.
You see a few people who are selling such things.
Okay, but do I know what they are?
Nature check.
Oh, fuck.
Do I know what?
Would I notice where she's looking? Just with my passive perception.
With your
that's a
passive,
15.
she's on the horse in front of you. Yes.
What are you looking at exactly?
that thing over there.
And she points at the green small plant with a little red bow.
Nope. Or do I at least have an idea?
You have an idea, partly because of the fact that you had to look up certain druidic focuses for, when you were trying to pass yourself off as a druid. And
Thank God.
Yep,
Back in the day.
you do know it to be mistletoe. I mean, missed it by 1 point. That 1 point.
She's gonna
The
hop
time
off,
I'm gonna fucking smack something.
she's gonna
Alright.
hop off Spartacus and kind of gesture to come over.
All right, cool. I'm gonna
I will
follow.
indulge Emmy. Let's see where this
Thank you.
goes.
Thank you. I need to indulge.
I'm gonna call Arcus so that he's kind of on my shoulder.
Oh, that's right. He was on my shoulder that entire time, huh?
Yep.
Yep. He's been following you relentlessly.
Can I say,
Oh,
during
God.
my days, I would
Yes.
like some. Yeah.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
we roll an int check for the past couple of days since I've been teaching Emmy Sylvan? Or Debea, rather.
I'm going to say no. We're going to just have this be something that I will let you know when you are around finishing with learning Sylvan. That way,
Alright.
that way helps kind of
Fine.
speed up the process of it. So it's not like
Yeah, yeah.
worrying about low rolls or anything like that. You're just you're
Alright,
teaching her
cool.
Sylvan.
All right.
All right. All right. So you lead me towards the mistletoe.
Mhm,
Leading towards. Excuse me.
mhm.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes. You see this gnome, thick black hair with twigs and grass just poking out of their hair as they look up. Yeah. Oh, hi there, customer. Oh, my good. So, like leans back, just eyes suddenly going wide. He's just like, hi.
Are you okay? You seem a bit tired.
I was up all night preparing for this. Hi.
It was a
How
what?
you doing? Roll an insight check
Well, was
if you want to.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay, yeah. The way his eyes widened and the way that his eyes are kind of like twitching, Demea, you know that this guy either really tired or something's off, but Navarra, he looks like he's a little bit tweaky.
oh, dear God. Oh, boy.
He might be a little
just-
bit high.
I'm just focusing on the mistletoe. I want to know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
The young lady here wants to know what this plant is.
Oh, that's mistletoe. I know. I can tell that in my sleep. Am I sleeping right now?
No, sweetie, don't
Okay,
worry. I'm
good.
here.
Okay, I was worried.
Um,
Unless you're
what
sleeping.
does it do?
So, if I remember right, it's poisonous. But people like to hang it over their doorways during festival seasons because it manages to somehow convince people to kiss each other or something like that.
Demea's gonna look to Naivara, look back at the guy, look back at Naivara, and just go, I'll take one.
Hold on, let me grab. Oh, mistletoe. One gold piece.
Alright, I'm gonna hand him a fucking gold piece.
She just like slams the gold piece down like, yeah.
He's
Gotta get
like,
this nog.
like you slam it down, you're like, yes, you take it. He just kind of stares at the gold piece for like, it's like there's like a full 20 seconds that he's staring at it. Slowly.
Navarre's
moves his
gonna
hand up.
smack her fingers in his face like within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Come on. I understand that you have been enjoying yourself on the herbs, but you got a business, baby.
Enjoying himself on herbs? What does that mean?
Oh, don't worry
There
about it,
are
sweetheart. It's
children around.
just something that'll relax him.
Oh, so it's a good thing. Okay.
He like glares at Naivara just like, like it's like that super wide-eyed tweaky just.
She just leans close to him. Don't worry, I know my way to bullshit, kids. I understand what you're on.
It's also not something I'm supposed to be having near the city limits. I took it outside, but you know what I mean. They
Sweetie,
think
your eyes are bloodshot.
they're not bloodshot. They're just fine.
While this is all going on, Demea's looking to like plotting.
I just imagine her just like using Arcus.
Arcus
As
flying
her
around
plot
with
weapon.
mistletoe.
Oh my god, can I actually can I actually do that?
The only person that Arcus would like listen to other than me is probably you.
That's totally, but you know what? She probably wouldn't ask. She probably wouldn't think of that. But, Ivara, Demea's gonna tap you on the shoulder the moment you look. She's holding it above her head with like the cheekiest grin on her face.
All right, calm down her. Just a tired sigh.
I guess.
She's gonna say,
If you're not comfortable with a kiss, I like hugs too.
I don't mind either, sweetie.
she's gonna lean down. She's gonna just wait for whatever you want to do.
She's just gonna peck her on the cheek.
He.
She starts giggling.
The fact that she is 3 inches taller than me just adds the fun to this.
Oh my gosh, that's
Looking
amazing.
around, is there anyone attractive nearby? Anyone that can catch Demea's eyes?
I think I'll take a bit of that mistletoe.
1 gold.
She puts out 1 gold. Arcus, I need you. Why don't you be my little carrier of this? And she's gonna hold up the mistletoe to him.
As you hold it up, he flies over, like lands on your shoulder, and you just hear him laugh again as he leans over.
Aww,
Oh,
little
that's so
charmer.
Yeah, he takes it. He's flying over you.
Demea, can I say Demea was watching and then she just like taps the little dragon, holds the mistletoe over her head again. She's like, I want a dragon's merch. I want one.
Leaps over onto your shoulder, wraps around your neck like twice, then moves up to your cheek.
So cute.
And she's gonna press a little kiss on his forehead.
I think you just made him the happiest dragon in the city.
Really? Aw.
Flaps his wings happily, jumps back over to your shoulders, Naivara.
I'm gonna talk to him in Sylvan. You have crushed.
No, I don't. Shut up.
Would
Don't worry.
I'm assuming I wouldn't recognize those words.
You recognize it as Sylvan. You don't know. Like it's like listening.
All right,
to
I only
like,
recognize. Yeah, I recognize it as Sylvan, but I don't understand the word.
Yeah, you're still learning. It's
Okay.
it's like someone speaking Spanish, and you're just like, oh yeah, I know that's Spanish. Listen, like tries to listen to a conversation.
Yeah, she's like trying to.
She would
intense
probably know the word "you"
Yes.
from like basic knowledge, but that would be about it.
Alright.
Yes.
Well, she's not gonna pay too much attention to it.
Yep.
Actually, is Zadim or Ebron around?
Yes, Ebron is right next to you.
Oh, turning to him and holding the mistletoe right up to him.
Both Naivara and Devaya turn to this dwarf like,
He goes kind of cross-eyed, just like, wait, what? Okay.
Age before beauty. She like gestures to Maya to go first.
Aw. She's gonna giggle and approach, and she's shyly holding up the mistletoe since.
He smooches her forehead.
Oh, she's gonna giggle and she's gonna smooch his forehead back.
He kind of gives a goofy grin. And then he smooches Naivara on the cheek.
That ain't how it works, Romeo.
He kind of looks at you just like,
She pulls him into a kiss with Arcus hovering above him.
Like you're kind of like, Okay.
Next very important question: is Zadim around?
Zadim, you are a giant.
Looking around like.
Big
At
bull
this
sounds
point,
fat.
I'm probably over by the archery again.
I should have known. I don't know why I expected
Why you
otherwise.
expected
I
otherwise?
mean,
Are we near that at all?
neither.
When I see him?
You'd have to travel over to actually see them, and he's currently in front of this man holding onto the bows to kind of look at you over. Are you looking to shoot for a prize?
Absolutely.
Good. He motions over. He's like, what form of implement do you prefer to use? Are you a short bow, long bow? Some people say that they prefer the crossbow, but we don't allow such things here. Although I had one child state that they wish to use a sling. Not that it helped them much, but to each their own.
Use a what?
Sling.
A
That's what
slang.
I prefer the longbow personally.
Oh, good choice. He pats the headpiece behind him, and you see a quite well-made longbow resting there. Old Faithful seen me through quite a season or two. Had to replace the string a while back, but otherwise she still shoots as straight as the day I first crafted her. If you're looking to play, we got a few different prizes that you can win. We got a few rats. We've got a few
Rats?
Rats?
They're perfectly trained for being well house kept, and they actually help keep away pesty rats, as it were. They're
Oh, so it's like a pet. Okay.
It's a
pet.
rat kills rats.
it's a cat that's supposed to. It doesn't kill as much as it drives away other rats, essentially saying, "This is my territory." They've been trained.
Don't touch my garbage.
Be right back.
Yep. He's gotta be right back.
Keep explaining though.
Oh.
Keep explaining. Okay. Oh yeah, because you can hear me because you're taking the phone. Got it. He also motions to a wooden crafted shield, which looks a lot more ornamental than it is functional. Probably just meant to look pretty. I got this here. It's one of our top enjoyed little things for children wanting to play at being adventures and such like that. But for someone like yourself, I imagine you'd be aiming a little bit higher for bigger things. Well, of course, that's only because I myself would do the same. And he motions, and as part of it, there is a box with a ornately crafted wooden longbow. It doesn't necessarily look like magical or anything particularly special at a glance. It does look like it is very finely made. There's faint chiselings and details to it to make it look like there is a carved fire that is just kind of moved up and is kind of wrapping around the entirety of the shaft, and there's actually little pieces of it that actually come up off the wood slightly to give it texture.
Oh, I'm fucking down for that.
Zadim just like, yeah.
Zadim stares at Bo. Aesthetic.
Zadim says fuck.
Great.
Yep.
Zadim says, fuck. I told you what it is.
Nowhere near where I am, first of all. So you haven't heard anything. I'm very careful about that.
Of course.
Shit.
Yeah.
Can I see if am I getting lost looking for him?
No. He stands out amongst the people.
Alright,
Listen, I would
cool.
hope
I'm
not.
gonna approach, but not bother him. I'm gonna wait until he's
Other-
done.
I'm gonna look around to see if there are any other games.
I'm gonna hold him.
We'll get to that. With this game, he points down the archery range. This one obviously is a lot further than the kids one. He motions to them. There's 3 targets, each in further ranges. Let me actually pull up the longbow stats. The furthest one, it looks to be about 500 feet. Is the furthest one, which is mostly it'd be disadvantage for normal people.
Normal people.
Normal people.
Yeah, sharpshooter feet is fucking great.
Yep, yes it is. So that means he'll be shooting straight if he wants to shoot at that one. The next one should be, where's the longbow? Just checking its range because that's what it's actually set for. Short bow, longbow, short bow, longbow. Alright, the second one is set at 300 feet, and the third one is set at 80 feet. He kind of motions to them. Generally, people prefer to pick the longbow as a last resort. Someone who actually knows how to actually use the craft deserves the highest chance of winning. If you hit the first target, you'll get points, but obviously you'll get less points for aiming for the easy target. The further out you shoot, the higher the points you'll get. The points for the bow is 25. If you hit the furthest one out and you hit the dead center with 3 shots, that will give you 5 points apiece, and it is 2 silver buy-in. So in order to win the bow, you'd have to do it at least twice. If you hit the center point of the furthest one, it's 5 points apiece. There's 2 outer rings. The second ring will give you 3 points apiece, and the outer ring will give you 1. If you go to the one in the middle, it's the bullseye is 3 points. Second ring is 1 point. Outer ring is 0. And for the one closest to you, bullseye is 1 point. The other two are 0 points. So you have to hit bullseye to get any points from the closest one while you're using a longbow. It's you actually get a lot more points if you're using a short bow with this, but because you're using the longbow, you're aiming for the one at the back, most likely.
Zane just hears a very faint, "You got this!"
So out of character, how many points would I need to get this
25
fancy longbow? 25. Okay, well, 2 silver buy-in. I'll slap down 2 silver to start out with.
And make
Fucking
you have
slap
3 shots that you are getting to make. So go ahead and take your first shot.
How do you make 25 points if you only have 3 arrows?
You have to
You
buy
have to buy in.
twice.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, I'm assuming you have to buy
They're
more.
very smart about their price system.
Clearly.
All right, so aiming for longest target, and I'm guessing there's no way for me to like get assistance with this, like the
No.
help action. Or anything.
No.
I figure.
They're not within 5 feet of that target, so no.
How do I say this out of character?
Hmm?
What's the armor class of these targets?
You don't know. You have to shoot and find out.
Huh. Okay, well, let's.
Unless he's got a shield on it, I can't imagine it would be too high.
That
Hopefully it's
misses.
not that high.
Well,
I figured.
fuck.
That's all right.
You're also shooting at something 500 feet away.
This is fair enough.
Tough luck. Second arrow.
Mm-hmm.
That strikes into the outer ring. 1 point.
Okay, 1 point. Ooh,
Wow.
there we go.
Slams right into the middle of the bullseye. Just a perfect shot. Like he kind of like leans back and looks like, that's 6 points for your first round. Gotta go again.
Oh, absolutely.
Can I pay for it?
If you wish.
Yeah,
But that's up
sure.
to the
I'm gonna put down 2 silver anyway. Demay ain't waiting.
Appears the little lady is paying in on you. Looks like she was expecting you to win something good for her.
I suppose so. Let
For
us
me?
see.
No, I want him to get what he wants.
Oh, even nicer then. Next 3 shots.
Nope.
You take the shot and it just lands straight in the dirt, and he kind of looks at you just like, yeah, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Go ahead, second shot.
It makes sense. I did just get the bullseye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wow.
I did just get a bullseye. Like, not even looking, just like that. Bullseye again. He kind of like looks
Oh,
down
look
the
at
range
that.
slowly. Just like, oh, dude, look at that. Not bad, not bad. 18. Second ring. Boom. 3 points.
Okay, what's my total?
Currently 10, 11, 14.
All right, I'll slap down another 2 silver.
Okay. All right. Next 3 shots. That one is second ring. No, that's the outer ring. My apologies.
Okay.
It's outer ring, so another 1 point.
Okay.
So 17 in total.
That one is that one's in the bullseye. It's not obviously the center bullseye, but it is within the bullseye range.
Okay.
So that gives you 5 points. And that one is third ring, so 3 points.
Okay.
So
how many-
24. You need 1 more.
You literally
All
have
right,
1
2 more
point.
silver. I'll do it.
Yeah, he nods. He offers you.
You're about
first
to
bow.
get a pretty good bow, probably, for like, what, 9 silver in total that you spent?
Yeah, I think
6, excuse me. 2 of which weren't even yours.
so. Mhm. There we go.
That's the 5.
But I'll keep going.
You got 2 extra shots.
So why the fuck not?
An extra 3, and then an extra 1. So that's he's 24, then 29, 32, 33. That would leave you with an extra 8 points. So the only thing that they would have besides the bow for like a 5-point prize is they have a little plush bear.
Yes!
Which when you look at the bear, it doesn't look like a standard bear. You actually see that it's got kind of a gray texture that's sewn across its head that makes it look like it's armored with others that go across its shoulders and back, making it look like a tiny little plushy armor bear.
Ooh, I like this very much. Yes, I will get the bear for Demea,
Okay. So,
And I will take the bow for myself.
yep, and you get
This bow is mine, however.
yep, and you get this bow. So, so
Cool.
you get the ornamental fire carved bow. It also, as another little texture aesthetic I meant to say, part of the area towards like where the handle is, because the handle is wrapped with a black leather, some of it looks like it has been intentionally gently scarred with either ash or some kind of black material to give it a darkening texture towards the handle, so that everything else has this more vibrant, bright colors coming off of it to make it look like this base of it is burnt wood.
Nice contrast. I dig it.
It is meant to be very
tasty.
aesthetic. But you get the bow. He hands it off to you. He
Thank you,
kind of gives a little bow. He's just like, of course. I have to get out a new bow from my wife. She's quite good at making these, but I need to get her another one for the next person who wishes to come and win themselves something nice. But it appears that you are the victor in this. And he gives the little plushie to Demea. So now you have a little armor bear plushie.
I'm staring down at it in awe.
This
It is
So-
adorable.
is so cute. Thank you. She's gonna look up to this be like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it.
She's just, oh,
Don't
that's so
thank me,
adorable.
thank her. Well, thank him rather. My apologies, sir. I was thanking you for giving him the silver, but you are the one who actually was the victor in all this.
I'm confused by the hair. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I've seen all sorts. Once I saw someone who stated that they were neither, but they had their hair done up in such a way that you would have expected them to be able to shoot holes through each of their rings of hair. They had like 5. That it was very strange, but I approved the aesthetic.
It sounds very intricate, but I mean,
Yes,
that's
far
my
too
exact
much
type
energy.
of
fucking
hair.
dig it.
Far too much energy. He's just like, yeah, no, far too much energy. I wouldn't have done it.
Alright.
Yep, so you get a little plushie.
Cute.
Good. Alright.
Should I have someone like detect magic on this to see if it's actually magical? Because I have no idea.
That would be me.
Yep, that's up to you.
I mean, I can once I get back, because I was not near you at any point during this.
Alright,
during
cool.
the 10 minutes while it was up, that's long up.
Alright, cool. Wherever Zadim's walking, Demea is following him like a lost puppy,
Naturally.
waiting for him to be done with whatever he's doing.
There are a few other games. There's a game where people are throwing these sacks at stacked bottles. There's a
It's stacked what?
bottles.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So it's like the ball toss. Whatever the
Yes.
fuck you would call it.
There's a ring toss event, which looks like it's another one that's kind of meant both for adults and kids, because there's a certain level of skill that is required for such things. As people are like, "Ugh."
Difficulty levels.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to get it on, they just fall right in between. Which each one like them has like different color coordination. Again, probably for points and such like that. With various things kind of just hanging around, ranging from very cool cowls to just very simple plushies.
Fuck it, why not? Let's do the ring toss.
Can I do the ring toss too?
It's 2 silver entry.
Cool. Give him
2
enough
silver
deck,
down.
2 silver. Slapping on there.
Navarre just has Arcus on her shoulder the entire time, just trying to have him hide the mistletoe. She's gonna corner someone. Someone that she deems attractive.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
Can I just say I like stuffed the mistletoe like down my dress or something?
You have it.
Trying to hide it.
You're like trying to hide it, and everyone's just like, the best way to hide it. He just kind of like pins it against like her collar. She's like, you have to just think it's ornamental, and then you just whip it out, and ta-da!
Oh, thank you.
He gives a thumbs up and steps back for you two to ring toss.
Alright, cool.
What just happened? Mom came in, and so I did. For a second.
Demea has the mistletoe pinned against her collar of her dress by Ebrin to hide that she has it by basically being like, no,
Which
it's ornamental.
can be right. It could be ornamental, or it could mean other things.
Mhm.
Kiss the titty.
Kiss the titty.
I'm free for smoochins. Mhm.
Sorry for smoochins on these titties. All right.
So
What do we
you
have to
step
roll
up,
to try and get these things?
straight dexterity. You're not proficient with throwing rings.
I
Can you
don't-
be proficient in that? Wow.
No,
Alright.
you
Yeah.
can't be. I mean,
Oh, okay.
if you're proficient in improvised weapons, technically,
How many rings do we get?
you get 3.
All right, cool. First
there,
one.
There are different colored bottles. That
Nope.
just goes right in between them. The ones
Oh.
like that are closest to you, within the first 2 rows, are a blue color. They say that's for 5 points. There's yellow ones more towards the middle. Those ones are worth 10 points, and then there are red ones towards the middle. Those ones are worth 20 points.
Okay, but
What prizes are there for
I'm
like how
going
many
for.
points?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, how much are those bears specifically, like the plushies?
The plushie bears, 5
Yeah.
points.
Okay, I'm aiming for the fucking closest shit.
Okay. Yep.
What
6
else do they
misses.
have?
This is a place that has a few cloaks, that has bigger plushies. It also has a it's got to be fake, but it has a what appears to be some kind of like a headpiece with feathers and such sticking out of it,
Ooh, fancy.
like a headband with like feathers across the front part of it. Demea,
Curious.
you're aiming for the first one nearest to you,
Yep.
and you're just like hacha, and you get it right on there.
Yeah. All right, one more.
And for the third ring,
Wow, nice.
10 points.
All right, cool. So, a smaller plushie's 5. What else was there available?
There's a. Excuse me. Sorry about that. There is a. There are bigger plushies. Those ones are 15 points to get them. And there are cloaks. There's little headdresses that look like they have feathers sticking out of like where the headpiece, where it begins with your
Alright.
forehead. There's like 3 feathers sticking out of them.
Oh. All right, I have 10 points.
Yes.
I'm gonna get 2 of the smaller plushies, and I'm gonna turn to Ebron and give him.
He takes. He's just like kind of blinks. He's like, you didn't have to. I mean, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
This
Is Adim
one does
still
not-
around? Do I have to chase him down again?
Wow, fail.
You don't even drop. You kind of drop it before you even throw it. Just. Uh-oh.
He's right
Oh.
behind you.
All right, cool. I'm gonna immediately turn around to him and hand him the other one.
I'm putting down another. I'm
Okay.
putting down another. So
Yep. Put down
Put
another
2.
2 silver.
let's see how awful this goes.
Okay.
Which one are you
Poorly.
aiming at, by the way?
I was aiming for the closest, cause fuck it.
With a 15, you get it onto 1.
Ugh, of course. Well, I wasted 4 silver.
So they got difficulty levels, like
Yep.
further away is more points?
Yep.
Alright, how many do I have in my hand right now?
If you're putting down 2 silver, you have 3 rings. The closest ones are the blue ones. They are worth 5 points. Further away are the yellow ones. They are worth 10 points. And the furthest ones away are worth 15 points. Which, if you're throwing for the red ones, you are rolling at disadvantage.
Okay. Throwing for the farthest one, even though I have a sharpshooter.
Even though you have sharpshooter, this is not a weapon you're proficient with, and it's not really a weapon. You're tossing it.
It's just a
ring.
This is not a weapon attack. This is a. I'm trying to throw it a distance.
Because darts are technically a weapon,
Mhm.
and I
This is
imagine
a
it
ring.
wouldn't be too difficult. I'll have to see if they have dart games around here.
Mhm.
But I'll aim for the middle ones.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Okay, give me 1 second, because I have to do something, because I have a whole bar worth of silver, and I'm trying to make sure I remember how much other silver I'm using. So how much silver is there for this game?
2.
2.
2? Okay. Alright, so straight dexterity check.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What do you were aiming for the red ones or the yellow ones?
The middle ones.
So the red ones.
So
Okay, so that would have been a 21 for the first one. Because as I said, the middle ones are with disadvantage.
Oh, I thought you said the further ones were
Yeah,
with
the
disadvantage.
furthest ones are the red ones. They're the ones in the middle. The ones
He's aiming-
closest. Are you aiming for the ones closest to you? The blue ones?
You said
He's aiming for
You
the
said
one in
the
the
right.
middle because you keep saying furthest and then closest.
Okay. The red ones, the yellow ones, or the blue ones?
the yellow ones.
Okay, then yes, that would get on there. Thank you.
Okay. So how many throws do I have left? Am I
One
rolling
more.
at disadvantage or right?
No,
One
you're
more?
straight rolls for the yellow ones.
Cool. Nice.
All three of them. Cling, 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 and the guy kind of like stares like, oh? Well, that's 30 points, sir. What would you like to get?
30 points, damn.
What is it that is for offer?
The motions to one of the headset pieces. These feather crowns. They're quite nice. We also have these cloaks. We're not able to get you one of the expensive coats. Those ones would have cost 45, but 30. We can get you one of the simpler ones. Unless you're looking to just get a lot of plushies.
I will take a feather crown, and I will now also try for a cloak.
Okay. He gives you the feather crown, and you can
I
put down 2
just-
silver to try for cloak.
I just had the image of like a long pause and then Zadim getting like walking by the horse with like just a handful of plushies.
Do not worry, Spartacus. You'll be able to cuddle with them tonight.
So dexterity disadvantage
For the
red
middle ones, okay.
No, I'm going for the red ones now
Mm-hmm.
because I have no points left.
Mm-hmm.
15,
All right.
10. That doesn't hit, and 12.
The 15 does.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Okay, I'll put
Yes.
down another 2 silver because I'm curious about those cloaks now.
Go ahead.
Nope.
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 Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nope.
Damn.
No!
I will put down 2 more silver, but I think that might be it.
This calls an addiction.
Can I hand him like 2 silver? He's spending so much money.
He's gonna be like,
I am good. I am good.
Like, can I sneak into his pocket then?
you gotta like reverse pickpocket me.
Roll sleight of hand. Roll sleight of hand.
Okay, if it would fucking load. Come on. Come on. No, don't not respond.
A small tiefling girl says fuck.
Demea says fuck.
It's not my fault.
He makes the actual face. That's a no. My passive is higher than that.
Yeah.
Both
he
of our
notices.
pass. Like,
Right?
what?
He's just glaring down at her. She's like,
I don't want you to spend all your money.
This is not all of my money.
It's got a
It's
big
really not.
bar of silver.
still trying to like slide it down into your pocket.
I take her hand and I pat the back of it with my other hand.
And I say thank you very much, but I am very well off right.
Okay. And she'll put the silver back in her pocket.
Right.
Her pocket?
Alright,
Does she
that's
have
30.
pockets?
Nope.
Nope.
And that clicked it. Nope.
Yeah, you drop it and it
That's-
just cling to like for a second you're like, oh my gosh, that was almost gonna do it, and then you hit it bounce off the back wall and you're just like, dang it. So that's 30
Alright.
points.
Once more, because I only need 15.
Yep.
Here, fuck it. Now I was gonna put down 2 silver. I'll try with him. Why the hell not?
Demea's watching like, please don't spend all of your money.
I mean,
was
this
watching,
is
like, yes,
technically
okay.
all of my money.
And- Oh, so
Demea
close.
says fuck.
Nada. Naivara, your rolls.
Yeah, have that.
Okay.
There we go.
Nope.
And there you go.
So you
That's
have an-
30 points for you, 30
you have
points for
a-
me.
Yep, you have an additional 15 points if you wanted to get the cloak. So you get the cloak and then you
Yeah.
have 15 points left over.
What can we get for 15?
3 plushies, or if you're wanting to, we have a ceremonial dagger. It's quite ceremonial because he flicks the side of it. It's made out of wood, but it's got
I look at-
intricate carvings. It's got intricate carvings of frost and snow across the side of it.
I look at Navarre like,
Yeah, sure, why not?
alright.
1 cloak and 1 ceremonial dagger.
So you get a cloak and a dagger.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
We don't
what's
even
this
have
cloak
a
like?
rogue.
He also has a cute feather crown
Oh yeah, that's right.
yep.
and a
Check out all
plushie
these
that
cool
Demea
stuff.
handed
I
him.
need my book placed. I am broke. I have a gold on me. Literally a singular gold.
I like how the mountain man has more money than the person who is trying to hide out in the woods and pretend she was from the woods.
Okay, Mountain Man versus person who's lived in the woods. They neither of them should have that much money in the first place.
And
Also,
yet,
Well-
And as a noble, I think I'm the brokest.
speaking of which, Demea, while you're worried about them and like you're watching these two focus on this, you kind of get pulled over to the side by
Mhm.
Ebrin.
Okay.
Pulls you to the side. He's like, I think we should probably just keep this between just us, just as a surprise.
Okay.
Did any of you actually look in Spartacus's bags, or did he just shove stuff in there?
I never looked in them because
I-
I didn't know he had bags.
I didn't put anything in his bags. Why?
He kind of he's like kind of like shoulders it, so like he's kind of covering it up as he pulls off one of the bags to lower down, flips one of the latches, and he's like, I think that we have a mysterious benefactor who may or may not have left a little bit of a parting gift.
Oh.
As he shows you a bag of gold that was put into Spartacus's bags.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I think it was may have been from Ait'seh before he left. I don't know when he decided to put this much gold. I don't know how much gold this is, but
I don't know either. I'm
let's-
sure
let's-
the others could use it. Really? Yeah.
Let's not make a scene of it, because we don't want people stealing
Yeah.
it. But he puts it back into
No.
the bags, just like, yep, nothing. Oh, look, they got the cloak! They got the cloak!
Oh, wow!
And he pushes her over so
I
that she
already
can
saw the cloak and I'm like, wow, cloak!
just
I'll
excited.
identify the cloak later.
Out of character,
Mhm.
Ixius is gone.
Mhm.
Right. He didn't take my armor with him, did he?
You gave it to him to enchant.
I did.
Well.
Because you're
Is
wearing
it
the
in-
elven chainmail. Or chain
Is
shirt,
it
rather.
on the horse or something? Or is he
The
just
armor?
gone?
No. He's he's in the other city. He said that he was going to be remaining in that city for a little bit, then coming to this city, and that's where,
Sadim
this is where you can
is like,
find him.
it's like the dial-up tone internet's going on in his head before he just starts zooming back. I mean, my armor.
fucking sprints.
Sadim says fuck and runs.
Yes.
Alright.
I guess I'll just wait.
Guess I'll die.
here.
Shrug.
Guess I'll perish.
Yes, welcome to Persh.
Speaking of perish, Sadim would probably notice now a little blue hand tugging on his sleeve.
You don't you?
He will glance down.
Alright, she's going to struggle to take the mistletoe off her dress and then hold it up and be like,
Poor child.
If you're
How
not
long
okay
does
with
it take you?
I don't know,
Roll
probably
a
about
dex
like.
check.
Okay, yes, you're right. Come on, here we go.
If you
No,
nap
no,
one-
don't scroll down, no.
If you nat one this, I'm gonna start crying.
Right, she's
You're
like,
gonna rip your dress if you not won this.
oh no!
No.
You have a weaver.
No, I'm good. I
Yeah, it
take.
comes off pretty. It takes like maybe 5 seconds.
Alright, so I take 5 seconds and then I hold it above my head.
You're supposed to give her a
Okay,
kiss.
here's the thing though. Zadim's gonna fucking mess with her. 'Cause he's gonna play like he doesn't know. Like he's never heard of this costume. He's like, what the heck?
Okay,
None
is he?
of the
Does he
fuck.
look confused?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, okay. Good job.
Do I get to roll
Otherwise, it's
deception?
just gonna be us,
Roll
like,
deception.
like,
Yes.
otherwise, we're gonna like fucking be staring at each other.
Oh yeah. Insight versus deception.
Oh, this ain't
no,
gonna be too hard. Oh wait, that's a third. No, it's not a disadvantage.
13.
Sorry.
It's a 13.
Damn.
Yeah. He looks so lost. It's like looking at a puppy that just was told no and he doesn't understand.
Okay, cool. She's gonna point and go,
It's a thing where like you, if
she's gonna clear her throat like, hold on a second.
it's like if
You
you
know-
hold it above
yeah.
your head and you're standing with someone, you kiss them or hug them. I'm okay with hugs.
Navarre is behind Demea looking at Zadim with like this smile like, really? Really?
Kiss, hugs are good too.
He pats her on the head, and he gives her a little peck on the forehead, and he's like,
I was just kidding.
Oh,
Navarre's
She's just
like,
gonna be
pulling-
very flustered. Be like,
wait, I also gotta
okay.
kiss you. Come back down here.
Get down here, you big bitch!
Get down here, you big bitch. I gotta give you the smooch and the smooch.
gotta give him a little smooch.
Crouch down a little bit so she can like kiss me on the cheek or something.
Alright, yeah, she's gonna kiss you on the forehead.
All right, cool.
Navarre just gestures him down and just mutters in his ear, that was fucking mean. But she sounds so fucking abused.
And immediately Demea's walking away like,
she's
"Nothing,
out like,
it.
no,
out! Like, bye, bitch!
Bye.
That was just cruel. But that was funny as hell.
Which, as you're walking away, you see some people beginning to move around that are dancing about. One person catches your eye, Demea, because as you're walking away, you see this person that's got a bit of an elegance to their dress, with a hood drawn up, perhaps a little bit too much, but when they turn, they look like around. You can actually see just right through it. They're clearly terrible at this. You swear you've seen this face before. Roll me a quick perception check, because with the stealth roll, you were able to see the face, but quick perception just to see real quick. Let me roll stealth again for them. Ugh. Well, this person is definitely not supposed to be here. What's a noble doing down in these parts?
Oh,
Probably-
is that all I know? They're just a noble?
Very familiar noble. Those rosy cheeks. No, could it be? This isn't Tamdov. What's she doing down in Halo? Nah.
Damdov? Is that what you said?
Tamdov.
Tamdov.
Yeah, your home country.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we should probably follow after the small tiefling. Well, smallish.
she's bigger than you.
I said smallish for a reason, because I'm short in normal terms.
You know what? I'm gonna immediately approach her and be like,
Hi, do I know you?
As soon as you approach, you see her like freeze up, and she she frees up, and then you kind of see her this look of them like arching like their back forward, like, and they're like, wait, what? And they turn over their shoulder. You see a familiar face of a princess, one with whom you used to spend much time with, just talking about the weather and birds and such like that. And you kind of blink for a moment as you realize that this is the princess that you had once spent time with back in Tamdov. And she looks at you and she's like, Demea?
Yes.
You?
Yeah.
I'm gonna message you out of character real quick.
yeah,
Whispers.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm following behind her. Just
Yeah.
to see what's up.
I'm walking very quickly. I don't want to look Sadim in the eyes ever again.
You have shorter legs than me. That's going to last for about 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Well,
I
now
could
I
sense
gotta
your
try
presence,
something.
but I'm still like, I can't see you.
Considering that she notices how fucking long Zadim's strides are, Navarre just clambers onto his back like, nope. Mush!
Should I like roll a strength check or like an acrobatics?
She weighs
Probably do
like,
athletics.
she weighs like 120 pounds.
Are you trying to what are you acrobaticsing? I didn't tell you to roll.
I-
a
Jump
yet.
on his back.
Oh,
It's
to jump on
literally a
his back.
case of Navarre being like 5'3", seeing 6'8" Zadim strides, and just being like, I can't be bothered to keep up. Fuck this.
The old razzle dazzle wins again.
Roll an athletics check, Zadim, to see if you keep up with her, because she's climbed you like a spider monkey.
Keep up.
Keep her up, you mean?
Yes.
All right,
That's
let's
what I
Oh,
meant.
so that he doesn't fall or drop? Is that what
Yes.
you mean?
Yeah, you're able to keep up with you keep yourself upright is what I'm trying to say. You can able to keep yourself upright as you continue down, just like, oh, okay. And you see this woman.
I'm not walking on cobblestone in heels.
You see this woman who is she's wearing very simple brownish clothes, but there's a little bit of texture to it that kind of says, not the most common of clothing. But Demea, you see who this is.
Alright, Amelia would be like,
Tashina?
And you guys just watch as this woman just jumps on Demea, just gives her this big tight hug. She's probably about
immediately
maybe
gonna
like 2 inches shorter than her, but she's just got a whole bunch of just tight hugging.
tight hug back and be like, wait,
What are you doing here?
I mean, there's a festival going on. I'm just I'm laying low.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh my God, there's people that's looking at me. Why are they looking at me?
she's gonna turn around, still trying to avoid eye contact with Sadine, but look
Yes.
Nivara and Ebra in the eyes, be like,
Oh, those are my friends. You don't gotta worry about them.
Just use my old pet name, Telly. Just say I'm Telly.
Tally? Alright. Okay.
She gives a little, very, very, very shy wave. Just hello, hi.
Demea's gonna call them over.
Right, you guys are
Exactly
called
why I'm not walking.
over. So you guys are called over.
Alright, once they approach,
Watch
Demea's
show
gonna be like,
horse.
This is my friend Tally.
Hello.
I turn my head and look Navarre in the eye and just say,
You keep that up, you will end up on these cobblestone.
Oh, if I'm calling you a show horse, that's a compliment. It means you're pretty.
You hear
no.
from
I am
Sparkus behind you.
I know I am pretty.
I know I am pretty.
good to know
Fine,
Sadine
fine,
has that
fine,
kind
I'll
of
stop.
confidence.
Good.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. She gives a little curtsy. And then she stops am I supposed to bow? Am I?
Yeah,
I bow
great.
just a little bit when I see the curtsy, just
Yeah.
enough to give Navarre like a fright.
She was automatically holding on to your neck because she is officially about 4 to 5 feet off the ground. So, good luck with that.
Oh, it wasn't enough to buck you, just enough to be like,
I will throw you,
Little
bitch.
You'd have to get down first.
I'm slightly confused on why we're bowing. She's gonna hop off him.
She curtsied.
When do normal people Actually, that's a good question, because she would be
yeah,
asking
because
that.
I saw that, because I'm like, huh, hold on.
Can I
you only
roll
curtsy at
insight?
someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
Okay. It seems she's just being polite, as far as you can tell, Naivara. Zadim, she's nervous. She's definitely fidgety and finicky, perhaps a little bit too much, but doesn't seem to be any harm in anything she's doing. Just a frightened girl just reacting instinctively.
Bullshit, senses tingling, but she'll bow back.
But Tally and I were really close until, I was in the cage.
Navarre's gonna gesture. Navarre's gonna gesture
Yeah, it's a
Zadim
long
down.
story. If you want, I can tell it, but
He'll slowly like crouch so you can get down without hurting yourself.
That is not why she's doing it. She wants to pretty much just ask, maybe I don't know a lot about nobles, but I don't know a lot of nobles who would just have a normal commoner friend as a really good friend for a long time. Just a thought.
Erin leans over. What are we talking about?
Shh. I said it.
Can I hear them?
With your passive perception, you hear Erin say, "What are we talking about?"
I'm gonna try and be like, what are you guys talking about?
I don't know. They won't tell me.
And I'll quickly say to Navarra before she turns around.
I have a feeling there is more to this woman than meets the eye.
Just keep an eye on her.
Right. And with that, I think that's a good place to end the session this evening.
My books!
I know. We'll get to your books next week so we can make sure that gets taken care of. Don't worry.
I'm poor, Doc!
I know. You're not poor. Did you even bother to look in Spartacus's satchel bags? His sheet
that's
is
going to
available
be
for all of
split
you
up.
to look in.
I didn't because it was Ixius's horse until like 3 sessions ago.
And I made sure he was that he was available for all of you to look at. He's had stuff on him.
Why does he have 150 gold? Jesus Christ.
The
Why does he have
parting
oh,
gift.
right, the fine clothes. Fine
Yeah.
clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, considering,
Mm-hmm.
can I say I fixed that fucking dress for Debea in the inn?
The fine clothes?
Yes.
It's been a couple of days. I'll say that you've made headway on it. Not fully, but it is almost done.
Don,
What?
you forgot the Weaver's Tool shit that I showed you, didn't you?
You show me it, but unless you wish to take a point of exhaustion as part of that, because you'd have to do it through the night.
If you said it's a few days, then that would mean it would literally take like 2 long rests max.
And this is something that would require extra material that you don't have.
I have
finish
fabric
fixing.
on me.
Do you have it of the same color? What colors did
What
you
color is it? Let me look. Oh, I forgot I can make this patchwork. What the fuck am I saying? White, black, gold, silver, blue, and purple.
get? Because you do have blue. So yes, you would be able to. No, not blue. Purple is what I meant to say. Because I heard blue and then like purple. Yes, no, I was looking through them as well. My bad. I jumped to that one first. Misspoke. But yes, so yeah, you'd have been able to finish it. So that one is no longer tattered. It is passable.
Passable. How dare you?
Would you prefer me to say that if someone actually looked it over, they would turn up their nose and turn away from it?
For
That's
shame.
Because that is not what they would do. It is passable. They would, need an actual sit down and look it over to realize this.
Wait, so the question for Abby, would Jemima be wearing that instead?
She's probably still wearing her other clothes unless you actually gave it to her.
I would have given it to her as soon as it was done.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm fixing this for her, not me.
She's probably wearing her regular dress right now, but I can imagine next session if she has to
Change out.
yeah, after the next long rest, she'd probably
Let's get
change
naked.
it. Not, no.
You know I have zero shame.
I know.
Don's quiet sigh of, oh god.
I'm just shaking my head slowly.
Oh my god.
It's on all caps because it means so much to me.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Don, you
Yeah.
scared me.
I'm just messing with you, to be quite honest. But that's completely fine. You guys have gone to the city. You got to enjoy some of the festivities. You'll be able to sell the books and be able to get some money later. Don't worry. But in the meantime, we will be back next week. So far as I'm aware, none of you have mentioned having any difficulties with that so far. I'm not presuming too much, correct?
No, I think I'll be fine.
That should be good.
Okay. With Arcus just on Demea's head,
Cool.
Just- huffing, holds out the mistletoe between you and the new girl, just like... Yes. You don't
gay.
notice. You don't notice because you're like,
Nah,
you're like,
we're like,
ah.
fellow royalty,
Fellow royal.
Oh no.
I gotta be right back.
No worries. But yeah, so we'll be ending that here, and we'll pick this back up next week.
Alright.
And well, yeah, just basically that. All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Ah, the signature.